Cybernation Uncensored.
Hi there, folks! Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, welcome to Cyberpunk Nomad. Sorry, I also have the giggles. Thanks, Vampire. So welcome, everybody. We are back. We finally have our wonderful Captain Mark back as well. So Mark is here for our session. We've got the entire crew once Raven comes back. She just hit the loo. There we go. All right. So we are here for our Cyberpunk Nomad game. I'm going to have my players introduce themselves. I'm going to be dropping links in chat, and then we are going to get a quick reminder of where the hell are we, and then everybody is going to continue getting the shaft. So, Captain Mark, go ahead and start us off.
Pervert.
Yeah, Captain Mark 87 on the Discord. You can find me here until the end of this campaign, and then on Sundays over at twitch.tv/Heroes in Theory. I think tomorrow we're doing a Wild West theme one shot. We're off the week after, and then we're back with our regular campaign the week after that.
Cool. Thank you. Chuggy.
Hey, I'm Chuggy 305, and I'll be playing T-Bar the Nomad. Hopefully I won't die tonight.
That's the goal pretty much every session. At least I hope. Right, Raven, go for it.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. I'll be playing Calamity, the solo. Let's see about adding to this adding all that red to this ledger. Take it to Metacore.
Right. Vampire. Oh wait, no, sorry, Johnny. Oh my god.
Hello everybody, I'm John. Johnny Drop over on the Cybernation Uncensored Discord. You can find me here Fridays and Saturdays for Fallout and Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. Other Sandman 3096 in the chat. And I also have a SoundCloud at Arxon if you'd like to check that out. And tonight I will be playing Remy Johnson, the tech netrunner who seems to be stuck in the nets at the moment.
Alright, thank you. And now Vampire.
I'm Vampire Bites. You can find me here every Saturday night until, well, the end of this month, I guess, playing Mojo, the lawman nomad, and see where we go from here.
Right. And Violent Neon.
Hey, I am Violent Neon. You can find me here for the rest of the month every Saturday as Domino the Nomad, and then you may or may not find me wandering around a wasteland here in a little bit.
Yeah, awesome. I'm excited. Very excited. So yeah, trying to keep myself on track here as well. There's a lot of things that I need to mention really quick before we start, so I'm going to make it as brief as possible. Number one, we are in the tail end of our Cyberpunk Goes Nomad game. As several of the players have kind of pointed out and mentioned, is that we're at the tail end. We've got a couple of episodes left, and we are wrapping up at the end of the month. When we do wrap, what's going to be happening is that the wonderful Rob Mulligan will be starting up a campaign on Saturdays, and you will be able to see what's going on with this absolutely wonderful cast and ensemble that he's put together. And that will be running during the summer. So by the end of April, you can catch us here until the end of April, and we will still be over on our Friday night sessions for thank God it's Fallout Friday. While Rob's campaign is taking a brief hiatus, we are still going strong. And as Violent Neon just mentioned, we are going to have a new Wastelander wander into our little cabal. The next place that you can find us is myself and Vampire Bites. We are over on the Fallout 2D20 Pacific Northwest stream every other Sunday, and thank you for the correction on there. I still have it written every Sunday. Let's see. Supplements you can find on CybernationUncensored.com. We've got two big ones that have recently gotten updates. We have our Vehicles of Red. We have our Medicine in the Time of Red. Both of them have gotten some good updates. Please, please, please go and check those out, especially the deep dive that Stinkpalm just recently did. And then our wonderful little background noises right now are being supplied by Sirenscape, official sponsor here on Cybernation Uncensored. And I am very happy to finally have a full comprehension of how the heck this thing works. So I'm going to be playing around with it a little bit while we are playing today. So, with all of that said, I'm going to shut my face for a second, and I'm going to let my players go ahead and give us a wrap up and review. Like, where are we at right now? What's going on? And why is it that I said you're all getting the shaft?
Because we're in a shaft. We're at various levels down this long, deep cylinder that's ribbed with a ladder for our comfort. And while most of us are in between, are stroking up and down on this shaft, Remy's kind of stuck in the old net and has just been copied or coded, or something scary's been going on with him, and we don't know. But yeah, we need to get back to this tunnel so that we can get to the bottom of it, so that we can, end this on a big, load of hopefully money.
A load
people.
of hopefully money.
And hopefully people that will be recovering, alive and not clones of themselves or each other. We don't need any more of Johnny or Jack.
What? You gotta really get balls of the matter so you can get that money shot at the bottom of the shaft.
Oh yeah.
Will we be spent after this?
I mean, I'm already spent.
And for all the listeners in the chat, by the way. Oh, and Mojo is staying at the top of the shaft, watching Johnny. Watching Johnny.
Just the tip.
You're
Just
hovering at the tip of the shaft, huh?
Watching Remy's back.
All right, so
We're all perverted.
yes, sex puns out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Drink. We are moving away from shit puns for my stream. We can leave the wonderful brown stuff to to the craziness of the cows. But yeah, sex puns. I'm claiming it now.
And we could always combine them.
I would rather not combine sex and shit. That's just my personal preference.
Scatman Brothers.
Shaming, but no thanks.
Nine.
Oh my lord.
Nine Scheiße.
Yeah, I would rather not any poop. My name is not former president of the United States, so I'm not a big fan of water sports, nor am I a big fan of being a pile of shit. So I will avoid both of those things. Boom, boom, and now we just got red flagged by YouTube.
So my character in the other campaign may or may not be named Anel.
ML?
Anel. A-N-A-L.
Oh my lord, what have I done? What have I done? Ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so where are we at right now with our Cyberpunk game? We're in this shaft that they have continuously dropped these delicious puns on. And I definitely was not counting those up to figure out how many nukes are going to be detonated. But we're getting shafted right now. They're heading down. On the top of the shaft, at the very tip, we've got Mojo. Let me switch over our player. There we go. We've got Mojo, who's up at the very tip of the shaft, whereas Calamity, T-Bar, and Domino have made their way descending down the ribbed shaft itself. Calamity went straight for the base, but Domino's taking it slow. Jack was staying up on the surface level, where he was keeping an eye on Remy, and Remy just recently got, penetrated by some kind of code in the old net, and that code itself seems to have possibly given him an infection, and he's gonna have to check that shit out later. You always jack in with protection. Don't be a fool, wrap your cyber tool. So, as they are dealing with all of these different little things, my players have done the one thing that they're not supposed to fucking do every time. They've split the party. We are currently in 3 technical locations at the moment, and Shebar isn't even there. We are in 3 because Calamity is already at the base, then we have people on the shaft, and then we have people at the surface level. So yeah, 3 locations.
Hey, we're in the
Technically
general.
4 then, because I'm still in the net.
Oh my fuck. Yes, okay, there you go. So yeah, 4 locations with a group
We're
of
in the same
6.
general location.
If she were here, she would have been the first one to go down the shaft head first.
I don't think Shebar would have been very inclined to go down somebody else's shaft without being paid first.
Hey, Tato, Tato, whatever.
It's a bonus
We
money.
would have just gotten a visit from the Ether Bunny.
Voluntarily.
So,
Moving right along.
yes, moving along. That's where we're at. Everybody on our stream, please pardon all of the sex puns. It is just a necessary part of life, and I'm going to enjoy my drink.
This
It's a
is
form of sex therapy.
stream, right?
This is what?
This is an 18+ stream, isn't it? We are
It
labeled
sure as hell
properly.
better be, because if any of my students find any of this on the internet, oh my god. Goodbye career. I'm going to have all of our players right now, please roll me initiative, and we're going to use that as our groupings. Roll for initiative. Definitely not immediately starting you into combat. Woo. What? Don't die on me now. Hold on. Miscellaneous. How do I get that little thing that helps me track initiative? Where's that?
It's one of your tools over on the left-hand side.
On the
One
left,
that players don't have.
GM overlay, zoom, snap, reveal, hide. Ah! Awesome! That's freaking cool. Okay, sorry. Very loud scream of happiness. Is that everybody? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So, let's get our turnover in. Holy crap, it just loaded it in. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not right. Shit.
At the bottom, you can hit like order it.
Yeah, and you need to get rid of what?
Go.
You just erased everybody.
Yes, because I want
yeah.
to expand this out and then load it back in. Alright. Right click. Oh shit! There we go. Add turn. And then I can edit that number. There we go. Okay. So, Mojo, we got you at 13. Okay. then let's see, we've got Remy. Is that Remy? Remy, your thing is such a fucking badass. I didn't even. Oh my god. All right, so Remy is at a 15. You are above. There we go. All right. Sorry, I'm being lame and adding these in manually. So please bear with me for 1 second. T-Bar, you're at 13, and you're not in a vehicle. Domino, you are at. Hold on. Domino is at 12. And we've got Jack. Jack is at a 10. How is it that our rocker boy has such ridiculously low roll on that?
Nah, I just rolled a 2. My reflex is 8. That's right, I rolled a 2.
And there's 4 ravens.
You said you'd get rid of them.
Oh, okay. You want me to get rid of them? I was gonna say I can keep them up, but okay, I'll get rid of them. There we go. And I'll drag you down.
All of us have a reflex of 8.
Really?
Mojo only has a reflex 7? Wait, what?
Yeah, yours is 7, everyone else's is 8.
Alright. So Calamity's already down at the base, and so it would make sense that such the quick descent into getting to the base of everything has led her to coming first.
You're not first, you're last.
If you're not first, you're last. So, go for it, Calamity. What are you doing? You've gotten down this ladder set pretty quickly. What you're seeing as you descend is simply the fact that this is like it's a brushed steel shaft, and it seems pretty nondescript. It just continuously goes and goes and goes. You spend a couple of minutes climbing down, and you finally get to the base where you can see around you what looks to be like an access hatch, and that's it. There doesn't seem to be any writing, there doesn't seem to be any signals, there doesn't seem to be any special lights, just a small access hatch at the very, very bottom of this incredibly long shaft.
Is there any light?
Yes, there's small lights that are illuminating the entirety of the shaft that you guys opened up. It's very
Okay,
dim,
so try
but you
turning
can
the
see.
hatch. I try turning the hatch, or opening the hatch.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a resist torture and drugs.
Hold on a second.
No problem.
I have to locate it. It's been a minute.
Yes, it has been a minute. You guys said you wanted to add some red to the ledger, so I'm adding some red to the ledger. Get ready. All right. So you grab onto it, and you immediately feel what seems to be a very odd sting to your hand, and you pull it back. Looking down at your hand, was this a cybernetic hand or is this a meat hand?
Cybernetic.
You can see that your cybernetic hand, the fingers seem to be twitching involuntarily.
Okay, so I examine the handle.
All right. And for that one, I was about to say go ahead and roll me science intelligence, but that's not how this system works. So give me 1 second to pull up a sheet on here. Go ahead and roll me a cybersecurity.
Oh, right. Electronics security.
Electronic
check?
security. Yep. Sorry. Cybersecurity. Off my brain.
Is
All
your
right.
maker added to that?
It does not look like it.
No. So I add 4 to that.
All right. There we go. Okay.
18.
I was about to say, you should not be rolling under like 15 at your skill level unless you get a 1. So yeah, you immediately can tell that whatever this is, whatever
Thanks,
this handle or this access hatch is attached to, it is designed to interfere with electronics. It has some kind of current that's going through it. Remy, you're still up in the net, so we're gonna hop up to where Remy's at. You're up in the net, you just had this data stream uploaded, you attacked it with a dragon, and you swiped at it with a sword, and it still continuously uploaded until it finished. As it finished, it left you and kind of floated back away. There didn't seem to be any change. There didn't seem to be any major event that happened as it finished, other than you saying, I shouldn't tell anybody about this. So what are you going to do? Because nobody else can see this, and nobody else is jacked into the cyberspace with you.
Now that it's left, and that aura has disappeared from around me, I'm gonna see if jacking out works now.
All right. Yeah, you're able to jack out. Your interface finally shows that it's loading down, and you're able to take off your virtuality goggles. You seem to be fine.
All right. Well, I opened the door. So, where's everybody else?
No, I think they went down, mate.
You disabled security too, right?
Sure.
My head says otherwise.
They're gonna find out firsthand whether you did or not, because they're all on their way down the door.
Well, if they had waited, maybe we could have discussed this. Listen, I was not too keen to remain in there for too long. Hey, fun fact, this place is on the old net.
That's never any good news.
Yeah, it was wild. Like, it was like this space, but like all digital and shit. Like I was walking around.
Can't handle any more surprises. Get on the. Someone let them know. They can't be good.
How do you mean?
I heard there was aliens out there.
Aliens?
I'll tell you what, I didn't see no aliens or nothing suspicious of any sort whatsoever. So, down the shaft then?
Yeah, I suppose.
I'll take up the rear.
All right.
Back.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do? What's the action there? You're just gonna head straight over the ladder and start going down?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a. I keep looking over. I'm just closing my Fallout manual because I just keep reflexively checking the Fallout manual. I need you to please roll me a endurance check. I believe that. Oh wait, that is still. My brain. Please give me an athletics check.
Slide down that pole.
Any +2s?
We already have a bunch. Yes. This
just
one
at the
comes
same.
from Stormwolf92. Thank you, Stormwolf.
So 17.
All right, you're able to pretty quickly start making it down. Mojo stayed at the head of the shaft, and you kind of pass him up, and you start descending down. And you see this weird wire hanging straight down, but you're able to pretty quickly tell that it is attached to T-Bar. It is his grapple hand. As
Fuck
he
it.
descended down.
I jimmy the wire a little bit.
Right.
Twang.
Just a like a flick.
Just a flick. Just a little flick. All right. So you are heading on down. Mojo, you are there at the head of the shaft. We still have Devilish Jack Holmes just kind of standing there, just not wanting to deal with any of this bullshit. And Remy has gone past you.
I am holding my action until everybody else has begun their descent.
All right. So I will put you after Devilish Jack Holmes. T-Bar, you feel this weird twinge come down your wire, and you start kind of shaking a little bit as you're descending. What is the distance for your grapple hand?
I have no clue.
Let us find that out. I think it's 30 meters.
Yep.
Yeah.
30 yards.
Meters. There's only one country that uses yards, and nah.
T-Bar converts them to yards.
Pretty much the same thing, bro. So you get down the extent of 30 meters down the shaft, and your grapple hand comes to an end, and you're still not at the bottom. You actually see Remy coming down towards you, climbing faster than you were descending. But your grapple hand is at the end of its line. So what are you going to do?
Look up below.
Can I see the bottom?
No.
I guess I will just grab the ladder with my other hand and pull my grapple hand back and start the process of lowering myself down again from where I am.
All right. So yeah, you grab onto there, you kind of hook your arm around, you pull your grapple hand back, hold onto there, and then just start descending again. All right. There's no need for any rolls on that. You should be good. Let me get our Rule 20 back up. Domino, where are you on progress for the shaft? I don't even remember.
I'm above T-Bar, but below Remy.
Okay.
I was the last one to straddle the shaft before we ended.
Oh right, yes, and you were taking it a lot slower than Calamity. Calamity just went full to the base.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll me athletics, please.
Okay. Sure, why not? Got a 17.
Solid. You're having no major issues. You're going down the shaft. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady keeps the pace. Yeah, you've got it. Remy, you can see coming down kind of ahead of you. You can see his butt right above you, as the two of you are just kind of descending the shaft.
I'm below Remy.
Yes. So you see Remy's butt.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
above you.
Sorry, I thought you said Remy
Might I
see
say-
his butt. I thought you meant he saw mine. So sorry. Clarification.
I must say, it is a juicy dump.
Does Remy have junk in the trunk? A badonkadonk?
So
I
much
might-
that he does not know what to do with all that junk in his trunk.
All that junk.
I must
up
say
in-
it does a very lovely job of straddling this ladder on the way down the shaft.
Wonderful. All right. Domino continues going. Jack.
They don't call me Remy Thunder Thighs Johnson for nothing.
I'm now putting that on your character sheet. Thank you.
Fine.
All right. Edit. There we go. Remy Thunder Thighs Johnson. Done. All right. Jack, what are you doing?
Jack will go to the top of the shaft to take out his grapple gun and do exactly the same thing that T-Bar's been doing.
All right. So you're going to descend using the grapple gun.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and actually no, you don't need to roll for that. Never mind, you're good. Yeah, you attach the grapple gun on there and start descending on down. Mojo, everybody has now officially descended onto or into the shaft. You are still at the head of the shaft. What are you doing?
I've got 2 glow sticks. I'm gonna snap one of them, drop it down the hole, and warn everybody verbally that we have a small glow stick coming down for light.
Calamity, go ahead and roll me evasion.
Okay, come in right up. Hold on. Nick.
No worries. I'm gonna roll your DB right now. Oh my god, DB 19.
Yeah.
Ah, you made it. So, this thing falls and falls and falls, and so the order that we're in, it passes right behind one person and then behind another person, and this thing starts heading for terminal velocity as it finally smacks down on the floor. And Calamity, you're down there, and all of a sudden you just see this plastic thing just hit the ground, and it literally just explodes this glowing fluid all around you, and it is now on the corridor itself, and the little capsule thing. It blew. And Vampire, you're giving me a very strange look right now. Think about the structural integrity of how strong those plastic glow sticks are. Do you think that could take that kind of fall?
Yes.
I don't.
We use them in the military.
Yeah, it's very flexible plastic. I mean, it has to be in order to be able
I've dropped some.
in the first place.
I've dropped some from 500 feet. They don't explode.
You guys are taking away my fun. Okay.
But
Doesn't
but
explode.
Well,
The shaft
we
explode.
are a nomadic group, and that doesn't mean that we have good quality
oh,
glow sticks
so,
per chance.
so it did blow its load.
Camp salvage.
Yeah.
We'll let it explode.
Yeah,
It
we
did
will
blow its
agree
load.
that you were able to blow Mojo's load over the bottom of this shaft.
There you go.
I just look up like, gracias. Little warning next time. As it echoes up the.
Yeah, you didn't hear his call.
Make it all the way down. Your warning doesn't make it all the way up.
Yeah. The two of you are unable to communicate at that distance. But what we're able to figure out from this is that the distance that is going down this shaft is roughly about 120 straight meters, just straight down. It is a very, very long shaft, and the fall was so severe that it made a glow stick explode on impact. You guys ruined
Yeah.
my
Fishing
fun.
weights to it, didn't you?
It was homemade Nomad glow stick, okay?
Yeah, it was camp salvage. Who knows what it was in it?
Yeah.
It was touching T-Bar magazine, wasn't it?
Made it brittle.
Could be.
Contaminated.
Alright, so Calamity, this little container has blown its load all over your legs and the wall. Mojo was unable to get that warning down to you, but you're standing there now, and you've got this hatch in front of you. What are you going to do?
Can I see better now?
Yes, you can see a lot better now because there is glowing splooge goo all over the floor and your legs and the hatch.
Oh, fabulous. I'm gonna hold my action since pretty much both my arms are cybered.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna hold your action. What are you holding it for?
Who's next coming down?
Remy.
So wait,
I
Remy.
think in the order, I'm next as far as the closest. To you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the turn order. My bad. Oh yeah. So next person
Alright,
who would get
yeah.
down would be T-Bar.
Okay, so I'm waiting for T-Bar and whoever else is after him to get down here and try to open this hatch.
All right, so we're gonna step out of our turn order for a second. T-Bar, you get down there and you see Calamity. She's got this glowing goo all over her legs. It's plastered onto the walls, and you see Calamity standing there with one of her hands. The finger is just kind of twitching.
What were you doing down here?
There's some type of countermeasure. I can't open the hatch. It did something to my my cybered hand.
Both your hands cyber hands, or?
Pretty much, yes.
I mean, I have a meat hand. You sure it's not gonna like blow it up? Is there any traps or anything on it?
Electronic countermeasure, as far as I can tell.
I guess I will trust that Calamity is correct. I have to pull it up with my meat hand. I have one of my arms is a cyber arm, but the other one is a regular arm. So.
All right, are you gonna grab it with your cyber arm or your meat hand?
No, the regular one.
All right. Well, this is Cyberpunk, so which one's the regular one for you? The meat hand or the cyber hand?
The meat one.
All right. So you grab it with your meat hand. You are officially just grabbing onto it, and you twist the handle on this hatch, and you don't feel any pain. You don't feel any weird tingling in your hand. The hatch itself just kind of opens up, and it opens in. And you can see that there seems to be a whatchamacallit, what are they called? Like air filtration shaft just ahead of you that goes off and ends very, very quickly with a grate. So it's a very short shaft, not as long as the tall one you just descended, and it ends off with a grate.
It's stubby then.
Yeah, it's a stubby little shaft.
This is really weird. I don't know why they don't just have a fucking door in this place. I guess, should we wait for them to all get down here before we do something with this baby shaft?
There is not enough space at the bottom of the shaft for all of you to be there at the same time. It's not that big. It's long, but it's thin. Oh shit. I think Vampire got sick and tired of all the sex puns.
No.
You're right. That is a no. Vampire would never get tired of sex puns.
No.
I'm here. My Discord just suddenly quit on me.
I got
Might
tired of all
be.
the sex puns.
It might be from the new update. New update has made mine a little unstable.
Yay.
So yeah. So yeah, what are you gonna do, T-Bar? Are you gonna enter the chub, or are you gonna wait?
I'll look to Calamity and say, you want to go first or me? If there's any electronic stuff in there, though, I don't know that much about it.
Jump in. Or I'll go in.
Okay, yeah, Calamity, you've got your action held, so you head on in. You get down onto all fours and you just go into this little chub shaft, and at the very end of it you can see what looks to be like an air filter. What are those called? Like the air filter sheet. And on the other side of the air filter sheet is what looks to be metal slatting. So it seems as if this is some kind of air filtration or outlet.
Through it.
You what?
I bust through it.
All right, you want to bust at the end of the shaft. All right, go for it. Go ahead and roll me your melee damage. So is that 5d6, 4d6? Stationary object, so you don't need to have a 2 hit. Just roll damage.
Hold on. Is that on the skills or what do you mean?
So for the character, it's your melee.
Uh-huh.
So whatever your melee damage is, because you have cyber arms, it's either going to be 3d6, 4d6, or 5d6.
Melee is weapon. It's your brawl damage.
Sorry, brawl.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, you don't have it listed out on here. Okay, yeah.
No, I don't.
I normally do that. So for your brawl, what's your strength?
10.
Alright, so it's going to be, I believe, 46 damage.
And I believe, isn't it 46 regardless if you have a cyber arm?
Yeah.
I see vampire nodding, sure. Let me see.
2, 1, 2, and a 3.
Alright.
Reroll. I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, you've got rate of fire too, so you can roll again. I'm just trying to find where it is on here because I know it's in Friday Night
Not much
Firefight.
better. I'm cursed.
I'm cursed. I say I'm cursed. But yeah, so you smack into this thing twice. Let's see, 8 and 9. After the second time that you smack the grating, you punch through, and the grating comes out and clatters into the hallway. What you hear is metal on metal as it hits the hallway inside. But the chub shaft is now open ahead of you.
Press on.
All right. Let's see. Who is the next person descending down the shaft? I believe it was Domino. So Domino, you get down finally to the base after taking your time and taking it slow. You can see the other two rush to it, and there's very, very clearly a load that's been blown down here, as the bottom of the shaft is glowing very brightly. What color, Mojo? Is it green? Is it yellow? Is it red?
Oh, it's radioactive green.
Okay, it is a gigantic splooge mess of radioactive green at the bottom of the shaft. As you step into it, it gets onto the bottom of your shoes. It's a mess. But you can see that T-Bar is standing there. Calamity seems to not be there. But you see the open access hatch. There we go, ahead of you.
I will look at T-Bar, like, why are you just still standing here? And I will go in and follow follow Calamity.
T-Bar is just standing there, T-posed, like, turn order, it's turn order.
Yeah, that it wasn't. I didn't have any more actions.
That would be the best possible response in real life if that were something I could do. Like, I'm sorry, I ran out of action points. My mana is depleted. I can't. And then, yeah, just T-pose and then float away.
I don't have any more lands to tap.
Mm-hmm.
Magic the Gathering jokes. Alright, so you head on through. I'm going to narratively assume that T-Bar, you head on through as well once you have the chance.
Yeah.
Alright, and Remy, you get down the shaft. You see T-Bar's ass as he enters this access hatch on the ground. Are you gonna follow through?
Yeah, I'll just follow him right through.
All right. How close?
Just outside of smelling distance.
That's got to be pretty far.
Well, that's actually what I was wondering about. Is that you can smell the contents of his magazine, which he still keeps rolled around his leg. It is rock solid at this point, and you can hear it crinkle a little bit as he moves down the shaft.
Wouldn't it be more of a crunch?
Crunch, yeah, we'll take crunch.
But all right, yeah, I will wait until there's no detectable smell coming from the access hatch.
All right. So after about 30 minutes, you make your way through the access. Just kidding. After a moment, you make your way through the access hatch. Next one up is Jack. Jack, you get down to the bottom. You see Remy just standing there, arms crossed, as you're descending down the end of the ladder, and then finally he goes through. What are you doing?
Following him through, yeah. Yeah, no, just following him through. That should be fine.
All right. Mojo, you finally get down. You are the last. You're bringing up the rear, getting to the base of this shaft, and you see your beautiful handiwork splattered all over the floor and the ground. What are you going to do?
First, in-game time check.
In-game time check. I have no fucking clue. Give me 1 second. I know we arrived there around 3 o'clock-ish, and then you guys fucked around a bit.
Yeah.
So
How
let me...
close to the 4 o'clock shift change are we?
So go ahead and roll me 1d60, please.
1D what?
1d60. It is 3...
Is that,
308. So you still got 42 minutes.
Yep, just follow everybody else, I suppose.
All right. All right. So all of you come into this this pretty open hallway, and what you see is that again, this is another space where there's no people walking around. The floors, the walls, the ceiling, it looks like this thing is made out of sheet metal, brushed sheet metal. It is sterile clean. It seems as if there has been no major disturbance or any trash, no scratches on the floor or the walls. It looks like somebody has kept this place polished, or this place really hasn't been used that much. You're not sure. But you see this very large corridor that goes off on both your left and your right, where you can see pretty much it continues going down with lighting up on the ceiling down maybe about 5 meters each before it's off and it's darkness.
This was the place that you mentioned something about a plague in this area. Is this the same facility you were talking about a plague in? That there was a plague warning from like the early 2020s that had...
So Mojo, you want to go ahead and answer that for me?
Yeah, so the carbon plague in the early 2020s, 2023, I believe, hit and did some damage, spun off an alternate universe. There was, at the Bloaty's Pizza, was closed due to CDC warnings, and they did have a isolation tent on site, so they were probably taking in plague victims and attempting to treat them.
All right, I was just gonna say if that was the case, I'm gonna wear. I have like a breathing mask. I was gonna wear it.
Okay. Yeah, you can totally equip your breathing mask.
Yeah. Mojo doesn't need it, but everybody else does, so he'll break out the flashlight and put on his mask as well, just in case. Good call.
It must be really nice to have immediate access to a flashlight in a dark area, huh, guys?
Yeah, it's good.
It's in my gear pack from the very beginning.
Yeah,
I think I have a flashlight too.
that is ingenious. That is so smart to invest in. I would be flabbergasted if we were stuck in a location without a flashlight
Multiple times.
multiple
Yeah,
times. But yeah, so you
My flashlight, I can't see anything without my flashlight.
yeah, it's okay. You can just grab a piece of wood that mysteriously is there in the middle of this metal cleansed corridor and just wrap it around with a shirt. It's all good. It's all good. Make a torch. So yeah, you turn on your flashlight. We have T-Bar putting on his breathing mask. What else are the rest of you doing?
Can I also
Same
swap
thing.
my-
I want to mask up.
Okay, so mask and mask.
Same, yeah. Got one on.
Can I also swap my smart goggles, or is that next turn?
It's okay. We're out of turn base right now.
Right. So
Domino.
I've got the targeting scope teleoptics goggles on instead of the low light, since we have flashlights.
All right.
Domino will put on his anti-smog breathing mask and pull out his flashlight and duct tape and tape the flashlight to his arm so that he keeps his hands free.
That works. Are you
I
sure
have a
you're not the
light.
tech?
I have a big set of construction lights in my inventory too, but I guess I probably don't carry those around.
I believe you kept those in your AV. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, you got the big construction lights. If you want to, we can like totally GTA this for this one scene. You just pull it out of your ass pocket, and you've got a set of construction lights.
Yeah.
I'll let that fly
Alright.
for right now.
George
I'm
Stover.
pulling out my chem lantern.
Okay.
Oh shit. Hello, bro. Masks. I got one. Should I like hang back?
You don't have a mask after all those times of you getting sick in the shitters of these places we go into?
I mean, I don't know if it
You need a mask if you're gonna purge.
I mean, you seem to find the broken toilet like instantly everywhere we go.
I mean,
Yeah, you know, my
I
mother
bought
said
this-
it was a blessing and a curse.
I bought this mask the first time I had to use one of the porta potties after T-bar. Never ever make that mistake again.
I've had this
Went
thing
in there
since
before
about-
30 minutes.
I've had this thing since about 2010.
So it's super
Have you changed
old.
the filter since then?
Nah, it's been repaired. Don't worry about it. You can't go running at picket lights without a gas mask. Everyone knows that.
It's just one of those blue masks that all of us wear for COVID. And just brown stained with age. 30 years old of reuse. He just pulls it
I
on.
wouldn't put it past Jack.
I would not either.
He will
Remy
also
just pulls
draw.
his,
Oh no, go ahead. Go.
Remy just pulls his shirt like over his face. That'll have to do.
Alright.
I've got point.
Yeah, I draw me the Malorian, which you will see for the first time since Jack's ordered it. His is ostentatiously gold-plated, with pearl inlays on the grip, and one of the grips has like the Jack's kind of devil motif on it, and the other one's got the inlay of a bear on it.
Yeah, so all of you can see, holding in his hand right now is one of the most ostentatiously expensive things that is literally more expensive than anything any of you have on or within your inventory outside of your vehicles. It is the price of, like, Calamity's
10K.
motorcycle.
10,000.
I take point and walk ahead, and I look over at Jack and say, "Good choice. You've got good taste," and just walk past him.
And I looked at the thing. Ilvrand was a tosser, but he had a good taste in guns. All right, let's go.
Yes, classy. Midnight says classy.
What was the directions again? Either left or right?
Yeah, you guys can go left or right.
I'll take left.
All right. Do you guys follow?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Trust Calamity.
So you head on left, and as you're heading down, everybody's got flashlights. You've got your chem lantern, and what you see is as you start going down this hallway, the light above you turns on, and as you continue walking, the next light turns on, and then the ones behind you turn off. It's motion activated corridor. As you are going down, this place again oh, what's up?
Deja vu.
Deja vu, yeah. Well, I mean, any fancy place really is. So, yeah, as you are going down, the lights turn on. Behind you, they turn off. And what you eventually get to as you are going down, probably about 20, 30 meters down the hallway, you finally get to your very first door on the right-hand side. You can see that this door itself, it's a metal door that's inlaid into the wall. It seems to be one of the ones that retracts into the wall when you open it up. And you can see that on it, it says CS1. Sorry, CS, goodness gracious. Yeah, CS1, that's fine. CS1.
I'm gonna bet this is Clone Station 1. Calamity, let's get in there.
I open the door and walk in.
Alright, go ahead and roll resist torture and drugs.
Does what we're seeing here at all match like what we saw in the blueprints? Are we in an area that is familiar to us from studying the blueprints for so long?
We did not see the underground. The blueprints we had were only for the above ground.
Actually, the blueprints were for both. You guys had a full set, and yes, it does look like what you had seen in there. And going on the left path is perfectly fine. Calamity, you don't seem to get damaged, but again, your hand has this issue where the fingers get pushed back and they're twitching. So either you can choose which item was in the hand that you'll be dropping, either your weapon or your lantern.
No, it's gonna be my my pop-up arm. That's gonna be my. Hold on.
The pop-up falls out of your arm. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, your the pop-up itself, because that like opens up and then retracts, you can see that it's kind of like shaking and quivering in your arm as your fingers are twitching.
Yeah, that's gonna be my left arm.
Okay. So yeah, you try to open the door, and that's what happens.
God damn it. T-bar. Or Domino's behind me, right?
Domino's behind you.
Hey, Domino, can you get this?
I can try. Is it gonna do to me what it did to you?
If you have anything cybernetic, there's something that's making my cyber limb all wonky.
No, my hands are, both my hands are meat, so sure, I'll give it a try. I'll be using my right hand so that my left hand can hold the gun.
Okay.
And the right arm is the one with the flashlight taped to it.
Alright. Just a really quick aside. Every time you guys say that something is meat, the first thing that pops into my head is Meat Wad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's okay, I'm meat. So yeah, you reach out. You open up the door. The latch opens up and the door retracts in a little bit and opens up. But as it does this, the flashlight on your hand starts flickering. It doesn't seem to affect your hand itself, but the flashlight on your hand seems to be flickering when you make contact.
I will immediately point my gun into the room and be prepared to shoot if there's somebody in there that's a threat.
So I'm gonna let you guys know right now, because as was pointed out by Mojo just a moment ago, you guys got a copy of the blueprints. Nobody has talked about opening them up or taking them out or using them to navigate or anything like that, but if you want to, you totally can, and I will just give you a skill check. But yeah, you open up the door ahead of you. Go ahead and roll me God. I was about to say perception survival. Go ahead. Please tell me yes, perception intelligence. Roll me perception, please.
I got a 10.
All right. You don't really see much inside the room other than some glowy lights.
Don't see much in here. If anybody has better eyes. Where are we going? Anybody know?
Maybe we should consult the map.
Oh yeah, we have one of those.
We're
Well,
having
they
a Dora moment.
consult the map. I wanted to ask Remy, any idea what's shocking people's hands when they touch the doors? That doesn't seem like much of a security thing. It don't stop you from getting in. What do you think that is?
Should I roll for that?
You totally can. Go ahead and roll the the electronic security tech.
The rogue AIs.
Aliens, man, I'm telling you.
No, the rogue AI is trying to hack our freaking cyber limbs.
The rogue AIs are alien. I read it in the Daily Post. Page 3.
Yeah, so Remy, you're aware that like when it comes to the security stuff, usually it's just like a tase that would tase meat or cyber. So you're not totally sure why the hell it's only affecting cyber limbs, but you can definitely know that this is not a standard defense mechanism.
You know, I'm not 100% sure, T-Bar. Look, there's a lot of weird stuff about this place. It's best to just roll with the punches.
It already shocked Calamity twice. You think she's one of them now? Like a Metacorp? She possessed?
I'm not sure that's how that works.
I'll keep an eye on it.
But you can't
I've been
confirm
real
that.
quiet.
You know what? Definitely keep an eye on her.
So you're not sure that's how it works, but you're not sure that is how it works.
Too many double. I can't write. It's too much.
That's like a quadruple negative.
Where do we want to go?
Look, from this point forward, let's just only open doors with your meat hands.
Okay.
That sounds really funny.
Foolproof.
Or what if it's aliens? No. What? So.
Hold on, I have to ask. Does Mojo legitimately believe in aliens? I have to ask.
He's probably read about the conspiracy theory that rogue AIs are actually aliens.
Okay.
I've seen them up in the air before when I was flying.
With how many drugs you do, we can't take you for truth.
Them damn high riders.
What if? So if that's the kind of thing that would normally shock both cyber and meat, what if when it's doing the meat, it's getting a cloning sample?
Fuck.
If it's shocking your meat, it's getting a cloning sample.
Well, I mean,
explain why
some of
I
you with
have
meat hands. Some of you with meat hands are already cloned, so I mean, it's no big deal.
I'm not in there.
I'm not opening any more doors. Somebody else can. 1, 2, 3, not it. I mean, they have me on file already, but no. No. Where are we going? Who's the blueprints?
Just push the door open with your meat.
Jack will pull the. I'm assuming they're on our agent, so Jack will pull the blueprints up on his agent.
Yeah, no problem. Domino, you called it, so
Okay, I'll be it.
okay, you gotta open all the doors. Good luck, Daniel. Are your feet cyber limbs as well? Because yeah, your toes start twitching and the ankles start going crazy. That would be horrifying.
Mojo does not actually believe what he suggested. He will be the one that opens doors if nobody else cares to.
Okay.
He's got no cyberware. He's not worried.
T-Bar totally believes in aliens and that he's going to get somehow hurt by touching the door.
Oh, Mojo, grab me the
Remy.
meat puppet.
Remy, you said this place was a bit of a punch hole through to the old net.
That I did.
So anything from the old net could pour in here from there.
I mean, I gotta be honest, I don't know a whole lot about the old net, but I guess.
Hey, things don't cross from the net to the real world, do they?
Well, it's a big bloody wall, but I mean, from what I understand, it's like the Wild West out there. The one truly terrifying place there is left.
Well, look, we know this place has an advanced AI. We also now know that it's connected to the old net. So, you know, I just expect the unexpected, I guess.
So,
Yeah.
For me, this is uncharted territory.
I'm looking at the blueprints.
Yes.
Do we have any idea where we do want to go so that we can follow the blueprints and get there?
Well, first thing is first, let me pull this up. What I need, whoever has a copy of it, I mean, it's an electronic file, so if you guys all want to have a copy, you can have a copy. I'm not going to be picky about that. But I would like you to roll me a, let's do education. Trying to, education or deduction to figure out where you are on the map. And our DV is going to be a 17. Okay. Okay, I thought that was going to be pretty easy for everybody, but no, Jack, you have no idea. Remy, you have no idea. T-Bar, you have no idea. Calamity, meets does not beat, so you don't know. Mojo knows. Alright, so wow. Mojo, you are the only one that is able to figure out exactly where on that map you guys are. You are able to track down CS1, and it is camera station 1.
All right. Well, let's go in and use the cameras to see if we can see what we need to see. Doors already open.
Lead the way, tour guide.
Yeah, you're the only one that could figure out that map at that moment, so.
That's fine. Let's use. It's a camera station. There's going to be cameras in here, right?
Yeah.
Remy,
Camera station.
Remy and Claire, you guys can use the computers in here to figure out how to change cameras, angles, and stuff, and tell us where we need to go.
Not a bad idea. Just be wary, it's gonna be staffed, right? Someone gonna be watching the cameras, I'd imagine.
Could be a demon watching them.
Yeah, it's an AI. This is a non-military facility. The only thing that we found for security-wise is the AI. We just have medical facility personnel coming in and out. Let's not kill anybody we don't have to. We're not Medicore.
Yeah, no, I can handle that, don't worry.
So yeah, you all enter, and what I would like all of you to do is please roll me a perception check.
You want me to do another one, or is my fail still counting?
This is a perception check. So this is right now. This is as you guys enter in after Mojo. So this is separate.
Okay.
Yeah. Mojo, you can read the map, but you can't see shit. Domino, neither can you. Both of you, your eyes do not seem to adjust. God damn, people. Christ. Okay. Jack, you're able to see. Calamity, you're able to see. Remy, not so much. Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
We're in a
Sorry,
scary
I
new
will remember
environment
all
that's
of that.
underground, that's not in a vehicle.
Good point. So yeah, as a lot of you walk into this this camera station, if you had a 10 or higher, what you can tell is there's a bunch of screens in there, and these screens seem to be lit up pretty brightly. For those of you who got over a 17, did anybody? Yes, okay, Calamity did. Only Calamity did. Calamity, you're able to tell on those screens that are extremely brightly lit, what each of them seems to be showing a face on camera on these live camera stations. And you can see, hold on one second. You can see that there are, goodbye my D10. You can see that there's about 500 of these cameras. 500 of the little displays, each of them with a different face on them.
Hold on, what do we have here? Faces. These things are linked to people.
They have the same face.
How many camera stations are there?
You can see about 500 of these little screens.
No, we're in CS1. How many CSs are there?
Oh, on the map? On this floor, there are 3 of them. Just this floor.
Ridiculous.
You can check another floor if you want to look at another layer on the map and roll me a deduction.
Yeah. Meh.
So you're able to get down to the next level on the map. You can see that there are 7 different camera stations on the next level.
What's in here? Other than camera stations.
How many cameras
there
do
we go.
there are in here, Calamity?
Look at roughly 500.
And after
Just from this here.
Yeah, after a couple of seconds, Calamity, as you're saying that, we're looking at about 500. You can see that every single one of the cameras starts to switch to a different face.
This is grand scale. Like I think they're replacing people.
Fucking hell.
I've got Star Wars, Clone Wars flashbacks here.
What's that now?
Jack, you remember that, right?
They're making copies of people, and that way they can control them and monitor them, what they do, what they say, possibly.
Are the faces like moving, like they're talking or walking around, or are they just like looking there blankly, or their eyes open?
Calamity, go ahead and roll me a human perception check.
On this kind of scale, we're talking armies. We're talking military. We're not talking replace prominent figures in everyday life. Although that may be part of their plan, but this kind of scale, with some of the random ass people that. Why would they need a copy of Kali, for example? You know, it's come on. They're building an army.
Lord. So Calamity, I can't. You see as you're looking at the screen, you kind of lean in, trying to check these out. You can see that every single one of the people on these displays, all of them seem to have their eyes closed. They seem to have some kind of thing going into their noses, and there seems to be a like a little pipe taped to their face that goes into their mouth. And none of them
They
seem
look like
to be
they're
awake.
Does it look like they're in cryo? Some type of hibernation?
Are you a med tech?
I've experienced this before in service, in my military service.
It looks similar to what you had seen before when you grabbed Jack's clone. You saw the clone of M. Jackson, whoever that was, and Azrael Knox.
Oh, lovely.
So we didn't save Azrael Knox, we saved his clone. Great.
Thinking about it.
But did we?
You
We
ask
have no.
why
We
they
don't
would,
know.
if you ask why they would copy someone like me, someone like Azrael.
Well, that's for propaganda, right?
Influence.
I mean,
Full.
I was able to convince an army of cybered up nutters to attack her.
Yeah. They want the rockers for propaganda. They're building an army. Look how many there are, and there's 10 stations. Each station has 500 cameras, we're guessing. But each of those cameras rolls through a second set of people.
A couple of
Johnny,
moments
what do you
later, because you guys have been talking, you see the cameras switch again.
So, is there like a roster anywhere in here of the people that these cameras are switching through, so we can maybe see if the people that we're looking for are in this group that this camera is scrolling through? And are they watching just clones that they've made, or would they also have... Do we want to see if these are definitively clones, or if they are also or the people that they are cloning?
Go ahead and roll me a basic tech check. Do you see anything that could be of use to answer those questions?
I will like to use a +2 from chat if I can.
Yep,
Because
we got a bunch.
Basic tech.
Oh, wait, no, the next one is from Violent Neon. Nope.
Okay, so I have an 11.
All right, and I do see that there is a positive plot twist listed on here from Vampire Bites. So, Vampire, I'm going to scroll on down, and I'm going to redeem that positive plot twist. What you see, Domino, is you see that there are names that are listed on the bottom of each of these little portraits as your eyes finally adjust. After a few moments, it switches, and you see that there's a new face, persons with their eyes closed. They've got tubes in their nose coming out of their mouth. And you can see that displayed on the bottom is a first initial, a last name, a comma, and then a serial number. And so these seem to be just a bunch of individuals. And you go ahead and roll me one more time. Roll me a human perception check.
All right, I will use 2 of my luck.
All right.
So that's a 13.
All right. You immediately notice someone who looks like Dexter.
But the report said Dexter was dead.
Yep.
But hey guys, Dexter Snyder on this camera here.
And the camera switches.
Fuck. But in the
What do you mean?
report
That's
that we
not
got,
Dexter.
he said he's dead. But he's here.
He could be cloned. That he might be dead.
He's wherever the cameras are feeding from. This
We
place
Okay,
is
sit
so-
around.
So,
this place is connected to the net. We don't know that anybody's actually here.
but so
Is there a terminal in here?
look for a terminal, something where we can get some information that maybe Remy can
We
jack
could-
into a database or.
We could sit around
mean,
all
let's
day
not
getting
be
frustrated and postulating about what the bloody hell's going on. Or we could find someone and beat the information out of him. I vote that.
I like his idea.
Go with that one. I would go with that one.
People break easier than machines.
This is true. Since you're already looking on their domino, you notice as you're trying to look around after the little portraits on there changed, you see what looks to be Jack.
Another Jack? Jack, there's another one of you.
Yep, I was
How
Younger
many
or
are there?
older?
This one looks to
Young
be
version or old version?
this one looks to be a young version of Jack.
Another young version, huh?
At this point, you could have an orgy with yourself.
Your mind always goes to the castle.
Eiffel Tower, sir, not an orgy.
Caligula moment.
So yeah, you look for an interface or you look for some kind of input. What you can see is that there seems to be a set or a series of plugs that are there, but you do not see anything that looks like a keyboard or a mouse. But there do seem to be some kind of interface plugs there.
Interface plugs?
Yep.
Remy, do you want to jack in?
You're up. You're up, good sir.
Listen, y'all. I may have bit off more than I can chew. I don't really feel comfortable in the old net. It's
Fine.
It's not
And I'll
my
Go
jack
for
dream.
in.
Dexter.
And I'll plug my interface plugs in.
All right. So yeah,
Just jump right in the deep water.
pretty much. Domino, you plug your interface plugs in. Do you have a Chiron or no?
I believe I do. Yes.
All right. Immediately, you can see popping up on your face is, not on your face, in your vision. You can see what looks to be some kind of augmented reality, but you can see ahead of you as you're interfacing. The screens that are in front of you, they seem to like layer back and layer back and layer back and layer back and layer back as all of the different portraits are immediately changing. You can see what look to be possibly thousands upon thousands of different faces cycling through, and you see a small command prompt on the bottom that looks to be a colon with an open cursor. Very
I
old school interface.
I type Mama Snyder's name.
After a moment, you can see after typing in her legal name, there is a camera feed of her. Same thing, eyes closed, tubes in the nose and mouth.
I type the word location.
It says command unknown.
Remy, what are commands to find a location on a camera? Because I found a camera focused on Mama Snyder because I typed her name in, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So, do you want to verbally give me commands, or do you want to do the job that you have even limited experience that's more than me in? Because they're here. I don't know if it's here because I don't know how to find the location, but I'm looking at Mama Snyder right now.
Domino, yep.
Try just the word locate.
I typed the word locate and it said command unknown.
Those of you that are standing there can see that as Domino is talking, his nose begins to bleed.
Unplug, Chief.
Unplug now.
Your nose is bleeding.
I unplug.
As you unplug, you feel immediately something. It feels like you just got punched in the face. You've taken 13 damage straight to your noggin.
Okay.
Hades, you are not good, sir.
What puzzles you is the fact that you did not feel this while you were interfacing.
Ow. What? Hey, is it supposed to hurt after the fact, or is it supposed to hurt while you're doing it? Because it didn't hurt while I was in.
I mean,
In my
any
experience.
sort of... God damn it. If any sort of programs are activated that you didn't know about, and you didn't take care of
Programs?
them before... Yeah, you know, black ice and the sort.
No, I
you know.
don't.
Right, but if they were and you didn't know, and you jacked out, well, they still smack you.
Okay.
And we're dealing with an advanced AI here.
Actually, yeah, sorry, thank you, that reminds me. Because you jacked out. You also take an additional 9 points of damage.
Additional 9? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
He's subtly calling you a noob.
Mojo's gonna break out the blueprints again, see if there's anywhere that is labeled or looks like it could be where these cameras are pointing at in this facility.
Alright, go ahead and roll me your deduction. Hot damn. Yeah, so you can see that on this floor and amongst the other floors, you have these sets of camera stations. You have what look to be possibly like storage containers. You're not totally sure what they say because they're not labeled, but they're storage containers. And then further in, you can see what are listed as, well, like cryobeds. Cryobeds and medical
Let's go there.
facilities. And you can see that these spaces are gigantic.
Let's grab one of the serial numbers and then head to a cryo chamber and see if we can find that serial number.
Here's Mama Snyder's. It had her name and a number.
Alright. Anybody coming with me?
I will
Okay.
be. I might be a little slow, but I'll come. I mean, it's Mama Snyder, and I'll follow.
Alright.
Does anyone want to give him the walk over to figure it out?
I'll hoist
No,
him
just
over my
follow him.
shoulder. I'll heave him over my shoulder.
One second, pulling this up. Oh my god, I don't have the latest update on here saved. Oops. I need to go into my downloads folder. I didn't put it into my documents folder yet. So yeah, I'm going to pull up Medicine in the Time of Red right now. So give me one moment, folks.
I'm not quite at half, but I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
Carrying you like a ragdoll domino.
Yeah, you took quite some hefty damage. I am actually impressed that you are not in critical, so good job. Alright, so yeah, the lot of you start heading out down this hallway, and you're able to recognize from the blueprints exactly where you're at. The camera station, going out into the hallway, you see one of these storage areas that has these unlabeled tanks. You can check in there, or you can continue heading off to the medical facility.
Head straight for the cryos.
Okay.
We'll check storage later.
Alright.
It's probably slightly green.
Wait, because what if those storage facilities are where they're keeping the people? Let's just take a look in one real quick to see if it's people. If it's not, then they're the people in the cryo tanks. I don't know if it's Mama Snyder or Mama Snyder's clone in the tank.
room. All right, let's investigate the storage units first.
You sure we shouldn't
Like
split
a
up
quick
into
peek.
like 6 groups and each go off and look after a different thing?
T-Bar, I swear to Christ.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea.
I'd rather not.
We can break into 2 teams.
I mean, 6 is way better than 2.
Covers
Good
so
far
much
more.
more ground.
I mean, I think we should probably stick together. I mean, this is me saying this. I think we should stick together.
Are you breaking the rules?
I don't know anymore. This hurts.
Yeah, I mean your nose is literally dripping at this point because there's quite a lot of damage straight to your brain. So your gray matter itself has literally been like, you've been skull fucked by program at this point.
Let's stop at the storage real quick, verify what they are, and then move on to the cryo bits. Let's stick together in the interest of saving time. Out of character, in the interest of saving time.
All right. So what happens as you guys walk in? You open up this door. Who's opening the door?
Mojo will open it. He
All right.
doesn't care.
All right. So Mojo, you walk on up and you open up the door. Give me 1 second. Trying to find the right sound set.
Light if it has the same thing, my light tattoos might flicker.
Domino, you can't open the door anyway because you're on my shoulder.
Okay.
I've got it. I've got it. Shut up.
Unless you want me to use you as a battering ram.
Please no.
Put the flashlight away. The lights seem to be working in our favor.
I can't find it on here. Wait, there we go. Aha! Success. So as you open up the door and the door slides over, you can see that what is inside of here seems to be these large vats. You're not sure what's in there, but it looks as if it's some kind of like a mixture between gray and pink contents that are sloshing around inside of these large vats. There are bubbles going through it. You see tubes connected to it going into the wall and the floor. But you
I
do
bet
not know
these
what
are
they
the
are,
slurry.
and
Are
you
these
don't.
the clones before they're the clones?
DNA slurry.
People goo.
Blow them to high hell when we're done with what we came here for.
Yep.
Anybody got a satchel charge on hand?
Calamity.
Let's go to the cryo pod.
Fresh out.
No. Y'all remember, there's a lot of explosives in this place. It's very combustible. We will not make it.
Yeah. No. Let's keep going.
Right. So a lot of you head back out of that room and continue down the corridor, and we're going to take our bio break here as Mojo opens up the door into this cryo bay. We're going to take our bio breaks. We'll be back in a few minutes. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between, thank you for sticking around in our chat. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Bye.
Well, that was about perfect timing because I was getting ready to get up, regardless if we stopped or not, because I have to go.
Me too. Yep, I got a bio break as well. So yeah, we're on bio break, folks. I'm gonna leave our mics hot, so you can still chat with our audience. Let me fix our little chat box. Aha! There we go. A digital blowjob.
I will be chatty after bio.
Right.
So why all the hesitancy to break off and do our own little thing?
Well, me personally, because my brain just got fried, and I'm not confident I'll be able to hold my own without other people with me.
Mine is totally out of character to help streamline. When we break up, it takes us longer to do things. In character,
Good point.
Mojo would probably be all in favor of breaking it, splitting up. But just we've only got 2.5 sessions left.
Oh, I was
Right.
completely joking about that.
Yeah, and when we split up, it tends to take longer.
I hate when we split up. I was completely
Well,
joking.
I mean, over vast distances, but we're in the same facility. If we would have broken up into 2 teams, and one would have been able to check the vats, one would have been able to do the cryo, then we would have met back up in the middle. And if we met resistance, or if we met a contact at either one of the spots, then we could have just messaged back in with our agents.
I'm sticking with Domino's reasoning.
In the
I don't
game,
wanna
it
die.
seems like that would be faster, but in real life, it's always way faster to just stay together.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because again, checking that vat took like all of 5 minutes, and we were able to move on to the next thing because it's just people sauce.
I was thinking the Matrix, the goo that they feed the clothes of their own bodies when they die.
I mean, this is just So
Or Westworld.
I couldn't get into that show. I didn't. I watched like the first few episodes and didn't really care for it.
Well, when they create like the freaking androids,
nice
they
fresh
get the
Rocky
freaking
Mountain
flesh on them.
oysters.
The what?
I said nice fresh Rocky Mountain oysters.
Codfish. You say Rocky Mountain oyster, I say codfish. Something that makes equally the same amount of sense.
Yep.
Rocky Mountain oysters are bull testicles.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But I was asking about the reference, and he was just smiling like.
Oh well, because I saw RC Walker put grilled suckling pig in chat, and so that was the first thing I did. Yeah.
All right.
Not really? Not pig bile? Just joking. But there's always I've noticed that there's always this hesitancy about breaking the group. I just think of it as like if you're doing a reconnaissance, the whole group's not going to go and do reconnaissance.
Right. And no, we
Or if you need to slip, yeah. Or if
we
you need to
haven't
slip
been
someone into, yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, if you need to slip someone in and do some undercover work, the entire group's not going to do undercover work.
Right. And no, it's just the we like most of our things we have been splitting up and doing things like even for like Vegas, for example, we all did have different things. We could have easily probably done a bulk thing or done each of those as separate interactions, but we chose to do them kind of all in this streamlined thing, which did cause us to break up. We were able to do it well, but it did kind of muddy things a little bit.
But that's to be expected.
Yeah. But see, right now we're being the Nomad Scooby Gang growing around in a group.
Calamity, go check this out. Calamity? Anyone seen Calamity? Comes back with a freaking android head or a freaking or clone head. Hey, look what I found.
Ruh-roh, Ramino.
The next disguise for my AV is going to be the mystery machine.
The Nomad in the game that the red game that I ran had his van decked out like a Mr. Machine.
I'm still on board with being Mr. Frizzle.
I think they copied Remy's consciousness and shot it into space. Or into the freaking old web. But I'm pulling for space because I think I'm gonna try and port a version of Remy into High Riders.
Do it.
I'm still trying to put together a Mage the Ascension game or a superhero type game. I've got the icons assembled book.
Yeah, I saw that.
It seems pretty cool. And then I won an extra copy from fresh out the box. And I can give the code to somebody if they were to play that. It's a superheroes game, and I think everybody would be learning it together. So I think I could, while I'd rather play, I'd be comfortable running it. It's a matter of finding timing and stuff, finding players. Hey Raven, RC Walker asks how far you've come along with the High Riders so far.
I believe I'm about a third of the way. That's why I'm pushing. That's why I'm saying I'm about like come end of July, the beginning of August, I'll be ready to go. Like 3 weeks ago, I was only like 5 pages into the book, and I've managed to get to like 50 pages, 55 pages. I'm still pulling other source material from like Max Metal and the Chromebooks and stuff like that. Who knows, you might even see stuff from Bart Moss.
Ooh. I want more Spider-Murphy stuff in Red and in 2077. Spider was right up there in talent and skill with Bartmus and Alt, but gets like almost no shout outs. I mean, slight mention in one of the back cutscenes from 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see more.
Yeah. I think, if memory serves correct, her and Rogue are the only survivors from the assault. And it's her that actually catches up with... I think it's in Firestorm, if you read Firestorm. It's Spider that actually catches up with... it's someone at Arasaka and like puts a cap in him. I can't remember who it is. Although I don't know whether that's been retconned now because of 2077. And they briefly mention the what's illustrated more in the Red Core book about the three factions in Arasaka and stuff like that. Like if you do in 2077, if you do the Devil ending, you get told about the three different factions, and
Yeah.
Takamura goes into it in more detail, I think. But yeah, because obviously Hanako's in the game. And so dude, what's his face? His name is going escapes me now. Murderer. But the third sibling who broke off from Arasaka and started her own detective agency, I think. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
She's in red.
It mentions her in 2077 as well, but it's an offhand comment, like she agreed to just stay out of all of this bullshit like ages ago. She knows her place or something like that. So, yeah, I mean DLC. They I think was it CP Red announced that the first lot of DLC is coming next year, isn't it? Like proper expansion.
Cool.
Sorry about that. Thank you for the patience.
Oh, is that the Netrunner card game? Yeah. Oh, cool.
All right. Let me switch on over real quick. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. I still prefer this one. Okay. I'm a square. Whatever. I love it. Feels retro. Right. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, we are back. Thank you very much for your patience. I hope our players here have been having some fun little discussions with you guys. One of the things that I did want to mention when we got back from break is that if you have seen on Facebook or on our Discord at all, the Kickstarter is finally finishing off. I am super freaking excited. I've been posting it a bunch on different platforms and stuff. Our Kickstarter is finished being printed out. The magnets have started being put into place. They're starting to put all these boxes together. And very, very soon, I hope and pray to God, we will get our dice sets and our towers and our figurines shipped out to us. And as soon as those are fulfilled, Rob has said that we will be opening up on our website for the eShop. So if you missed out on the Kickstarter for ordering up your miniatures, ordering up your dice tower or your dice, you'll be able to find it on the website. So that's coming up very, very soon, and I am all in for it. I cannot wait. I do love me my Fallout dice, but I am extremely excited for my Cybernation Uncensored dice.
I think I backed it like 100 to get like everything.
Yeah, I got everything. I'm as my friend Kaylin very aptly put it when they were still living here. I'm a dice goblin, as she is. And as most of my friends are, I have a pretty nice little collection chilling out right next to me of everything from D4s to D6s, D10s, D20s. I even have a couple of sets of D12s. I got pretty much everything except for D100s. So yeah, dice goblins. Now, where we left off. A lot of you found these unmarked areas. Simply was storage. I think we should hang more in the web sometime. Oh, hold on. I'm curious. I'm looking forward to such. Yeah, looking forward to the session 0 as well for Raven's campaign. If that's what you guys were talking about was for High Riders, I'm all in for that. It's gonna be awesome. So yes, where we come in. Our group has gotten past those storage tanks that had this very weird viscous gray pink kind of slosh that was bubbling around inside of the tanks. And as the lot of you head down to find this larger area, you finally figure out after opening the door why exactly it was mostly grayed out. Is that the door opens and slides open as Mojo reaches forward and pops it out. What you see ahead of you is something that you had only heard about in like old school sci-fi movies. It looks as if there are hundreds, if not thousands, of floors within this massively long stretch of what seems to just drop down continuously of these pods that are on all sides of this hexagonal shape. And they seem to be loaded with individuals, the people that were marked up. There seem to be actively moving robotic arms, as well as pickers that are unloading things as the lot of you come out onto this catwalk. And you can see that there are millions of moving parts inside of this facility that are continuously operating. There are what look to be, just as I said, hundreds if not thousands of floors of these people. And if you want a mental picture even more apt, think of the Matrix when they see the real.
I told you it was aliens.
Not aliens, we did this.
We didn't do shit. They did this.
They did. Right, yeah. We didn't, but yeah. I was
Whatever
meaning
they
the
did, we need to break it.
collective we.
So yeah, the lot of you see this ahead of you. This is what the scene that you emerge onto. And it is, as I said, continuously moving. There seems to be constant shifts, constant movement. You can see lights going on and off as these lifts are going up and down. You can see individuals inside of these pods. They are clear glass. They don't look like they're in any kind of suspension fluid, but they look like they are hooked up to these machines. None of them are awake. None of them are moving around. And if all of you would like to give me a perception check, go for it, to see if you can get any more details about what you're seeing.
Domino's in a fireman's carry, so he's looking the other way.
So let's see, what are our rolls? Alright, Calamity you can see pretty well. T-Bar can also see. Jack, you can see the details that I explained. Same thing for Remy and Domino. You're over Calamity's shoulder facing the opposite direction. So you're not even looking into the room, you can't see what's ahead. You just hear Calamity's and you hear all the other people and you're like
Mojo
still bleeding from the nose.
right above Remy.
I think I can I think I can walk. Yeah, I think you can put me down if I think I'll be okay.
Calamity, do you so gently or do you just drop?
Hey, plane spin him on it. No kidding. I set him down nice, all nice like.
Aw, so kind.
Thank you. Holy fuck.
I don't think you'd want me to F5 you onto the ground.
No, thank you. How do we get to the container that we want? Can we free everybody else? Because Are these clone or are these people? I mean, and are clones? I mean, clones are technically. I mean, they're. Ow.
Captured people, or are they free? Are they actual? Can we tell? Not really.
You're not. You're not.
Why do
sure.
we care?
Yeah. You're not totally sure.
They're the originals, where they got the DNA material, sounds like, from what we have figured out so far, came from people who have had implants, and they collected the original samples. They're not.
So there's a chance that
The original people that donated, had stolen from them, etc., the DNA, are not here. This is
No.
the Metacore army, and we need to destroy it. These are not people. I know.
Okay.
He's in there. I know. Dexter's in there. I know Mama Snyder's in there. They're not. It's not them. And this is nothing but trouble. And we need to get rid of all this. And how many other spots like this are on that map that Bear had?
If it's not them and they are dead, this is close enough that no.
No, it ain't.
they're not conscious though.
They're not going to know
That we know of.
Yeah. You know, at the original set, they're not going to have the memories. You can't clone memories, can you?
So as the lot of you are talking, the extra details that Calamity and T-Bar can see, since these are transparent glass containers, Mojo can too? What did Mojo get?
Mojo got an 18 as well.
Okay, yeah, and Mojo. What you can see through these transparent glass doors, glass walls, whatever you want to call it, a glass surface, is the fact that a lot of these people that are inside of these containers also seem to be missing limbs, various limbs. They seem to be very cleanly cut off, surgically sutured. Some of them look like they're in perfectly fine health with nothing missing. Some of them look like they're missing arms or legs or hands or fingers. Some of them are missing aspects of their face, their eyes, their nose, their jaw. All of these people.
So they're getting parted out.
Yeah, all these people that are in there, none of them seem to be actively awake, but about half of them seem to be missing one or more parts.
So this is a body farm.
People that they're obviously a little bit scared of cyberpsychosis, so you just get biotransplanted instead.
Now for this next check, what I would like you guys to do, if anybody is interested in doing so, you can go ahead and roll me business intelligence. If anybody has business background.
So, if I'm to understand you correctly, Mojo, my family that's here is not my family, and my family, given that we haven't found them yet, and the reports that we've seen, are more than likely dead.
Stands to reason.
Can I consult with Shimar on this business dealing? I consult with her on all my business.
You can try and use your agent to get a hold of her, and as you start dialing up on the agent, you get do no service in this area.
Well,
Go into one. I'm going back to the bus.
we know that cloning is allowed in Dallas, in Texas, and this, you know, with what I can see in there, this is a harvest. It's a farm. Those aren't people at all. They're bodies with parts for open sale.
It's meat grown in the image of people far greater, if I do say so myself.
So
Yes, you mentioned the
We're walking back.
Unsavory collection process that they seem to have gone through. I'd say that this is a good thing, actually. But it's
You only
a
need
unsavory business practice.
you'd only need a bit of DNA to copy someone, and I mean, let's be honest, my DNA is all over half a Night City. It can't be that difficult to clone me.
You guys were talking about the old net and the AIs inside it. It doesn't seem like a little weird that there's all these empty bodies with intelligences. It's trapped in a place that they want to get out of. I mean, that doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. They're in a place they don't want to be there, and there's these bodies. Seem like maybe they're uploaded their consciousness into these bodies.
That's a chilling thought.
But
Leave
there's
them to it.
Missing things.
Well, maybe they're just not finished growing yet.
but the bottom line is the family that we came here to save isn't here, so this has been a waste of time. I'm going back to the bus, and whenever we want to hit Metacore, I'll be on for that. And I'll
I start walking to the ladder.
Yep, I start walking back to the bus.
We're just gonna leave this shit here? We're gonna blow it up?
Yep.
I mean, let's
What
not make
did I
this a
say?
motorways.
About exploding this place.
Just make a note of it. Let's go. It's a waste of... This is a bust.
Well, it's deep underground. I think if we're gonna blow it up, we need to blow it up from in here.
Remotely.
So, Mojo
there's-
T-Bar, hold on, 1 second. Mojo T-Bar, what both of you have noticed is these things are moving around. The DV was actually pretty low because you guys have already checked this out. You can see that some of the containers as they're moving, some of them have labels for Metacore. Some of them have labels for DDP, the Doomsday Preppers that you guys had looked at before. Some of them have the Umbrella logo on them. Some of them have Prometheus Labs on them. And you see another one that pops back into your mind, and this one you didn't see on the official documentation, but you're seeing on almost all of these different containers. It's labeled as GeneCo, Geneco. And so almost every single one of these containers is labeled with some kind. They have names, they have the numbers on it. There's dozens upon dozens of different corporations that are being listed across some of these different containers. And with the perception checks as well, what you notice is that there's also seems to be two other things that you notice on your specific area. Is that the catwalk that you're on, this catwalk has another set of the interfaces that are listed there, and it has what looks to be a lift that can go up or down.
Do agents like cell phones have like cameras and stuff? Like, could you use your agent to like take some pictures?
Yes, you could.
Yeah, I wanna try to take some pictures of like the names and numbers, just like
Okay.
some general pictures of the inside of the place.
Go ahead and roll me composition. For taking some pictures. Alright, you get a couple of pictures that are somewhat not blurry. But you take a series of pictures. Seems as if your thumb keeps getting in front of the lens, you're not sure why. But yeah, there's a set of interface, an interface station there. There's a catwalk that you guys are on that has a lift, and there's the door behind you, as well as all of these surroundings that you can see.
We need to find or whatever machine's keeping this lot going and wreck that.
Yeah, let's bring up the map again and see if I can figure out where we need to go.
Ooh, maybe this place is nuclear powered like the place in Vegas, and we could nuke it.
I'm willing to go down the ship if nobody else is.
So, Mojo, what are you looking for?
We know this.
Yes, you guys do know that it's nuclear.
A central control hub.
You can tell on every single floor there seems to be a control node on every single one of these floors, and that is this this interface that's ahead of you. Each of the floors have access to it.
How many floors?
Do you want to start counting?
May as well, because at this point I don't think there's an actual shift change happening. We haven't run into a single human yet.
Gonna go up and have a look at this control node, just to see on the visual, like what does it look like up close.
Alright, so the number of floors I am typing in on our Discord chat because I want to make sure that I actually can read that number properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are, from what you can count, you start losing track of the numbers, but you can see that each of them have some kind of serialized number, but there are roughly about 500 million floors going straight down.
What's on the control panel?
Each of the control panels, you can see that there is an interface that can be used with it, and it seems to be, according to the map, it's an active connection point. So it could be accessed with interface plugs, or it could be accessed with a deck.
There's got to be one big bloody off button for all of this. Fuck.
You have the blueprints. Does it have like a power room? Or...
Yeah, we could do some ballistic maintenance.
You can roll to check for power source on the with deduction.
Yeah.
So what you can tell with a 19 is that yes, there are multiple power sources listed throughout this this structure. It seems to be once about every 100 floors.
Maybe Remy could tell if like we took one out, if it caused some kind of like domino effect, or...
We need to find.
I object to that call out.
Power cores.
We need to find out exactly where the power's coming in from and cut it off there.
He said we knew it was nuclear powered.
And with what Mojo has seen on the map, it's roughly so you guys are on CS1, so camera station 1. You're at the top of this facility. About 50 floors down, there is a power source, and then 100 floors, another power source, 100 floors, another power source, 100 floors, another power source. So there seems to be multiple.
There's literally millions of power sources. The only way we're going to take this out of commission is with that Tron bomb and just drop it down this shaft and detonate it somewhere about halfway. And even that, I don't know if it'll do it.
And even then, we radiate the majority of Texas.
Yeah, we're far enough underground.
Are we at the ladder yet?
I mean, I'm not a photographer. Maybe if we could get some good pictures and actual evidence, we could expose this place and take them out a different way.
Mojo will try snapping a few pictures too, but he's not much better.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Actually worse.
composition. What did you get? My stuff's reloading right now. Oh, 15, yeah.
15.
You're able to get a bunch of pretty decent pictures, including what seemed to be like the actual faces of some of the people as you tried to zoom in and finagle with your camera. And yes, Calamity, I heard you. You've already started. You just walked. You're at the ladder. You've split. So you're at the ladder, and I believe Domino said the same thing, but I don't know if he had stopped or
No,
not.
Domino. No, I went straight. I'm going straight back to my bus. I'm done
Okay.
here.
Yeah, the two of you have already left while the other four are still there talking, taking pictures, trying to figure out what to do with the situation.
Alright.
I check on Domino. See how he's doing.
When you look in the bus, you see him holding his head in his hands, and there's little shakes going through his body.
Jack will head back up as well, yeah.
I try and console him.
All this time for nothing.
We'll stick it to him, don't worry.
Won't bring him back.
It won't, but it'll feel good.
Doesn't matter.
Before Remy heads back to the ladder, he pulls out his agent with the face cam and starts doing a sort of panoramic while he records a video.
Okay.
Video journal of Remy Johnson. We are deep in the bowels of a secret facility. There appear to be loads of clones. This is a body farm, and it is quite nefarious. So just recording this for evidence. Stay tuned for more, folks.
Before he hangs up, I jump in frame and say, "Shop T-Mart."
Thankfully that can be edited out.
So Remy's a media now.
Remy has now multi-classed into the first level of media.
Jack will wait till everyone's back to the surface, which I assume everyone gets back to the surface within. Alright. I think I know. I think we all know what needs to be done next. Medical have been the problem since the start. They killed half our people. They're probably responsible for the Snyders. They killed Bear. Look. Domino's the only one that knows this, but I've been terminal for a little while. Lung cancer. And there's one thing I want to do before I'm in the ground is put Metacore there first. Well, we've got the guns, we've got the manpower, we've got the gear. We know where they are. I think it's about time we stop fucking around.
I agree.
Let's gear up and kick their teeth in.
Sorry to hear that. But yeah, let's go grab that Jimmy bomb or whatever it's called and stick it up right Metacore's ass.
Question from the GM to the players. Did any of you interact with the interface there, or are you all just walking? Because to my knowledge, the four of you have not left yet. So.
Oh, no, we walked.
So you want to walk?
Yeah, I wasn't interfacing. I don't have any skill in that.
Okay.
No, me neither.
Not after seeing what happened to Domino.
Yeah, I have no interest in interfacing in this facility anymore.
Okay. All right. So yeah, a lot of you head back down the corridor. You head up the ladder, and you start making your way back to the bus. As Domino had said, you see Domino there, kind of, well, not kind of, very shaken, very unsettled. The reminder. Oh shit! Sorry. Pipe train is close. One more person needs to sub-gift or use bits. Oh, that's cool.
15 seconds left.
No,
Yeah.
so not just shaking. If they look in the cab, they'll see, like, when I say he was shaking a bit, it's the convulsions of somebody crying into their hands.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's what a lot of you see as you get back into the vehicle. And I believe we had T-Bar. You went with your AV, and Jack came with you in the AV as well. So Remy and Mojo would see this.
Well, Jack was saying that he was waiting till we were all together, so I was assuming that we were all going back to the bus. Jack gave his speech when we were all together.
On the surface, yeah.
So there we go. We've gotten in and out of that facility, and as you all pointed out, it's now about 4:15. There were no people that you interacted with. You did not see anybody inside of there, as you guys did not go any further down the levels. So when you were looking for a shift change, you had not interacted with anybody. You seem to have been on the top level of this facility. On your way out, there seemed to have been no further issues. The camera room's door was still open, and there was nothing going off in there. The ladders itself, the lights were still on when you got up, and when you get to the bus, it seems as if there's nothing that's really changed. It's still just dusty and blowing wind outside. That seems to be pretty much it.
It was a bust. It happens. Go back to camp, regroup, gear up, and to steal this bomb and kick Metacor's teeth in.
That's the plan, yeah.
Now, question for all of you. We are back up on the surface level. You guys have spoken. Who has their agents?
Mine's internal.
All right. So each of your agents starts to vibrate. If anybody has an internal agent, who is an internal agent?
I do.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Do you have a Chiron attached to your internal agent?
I definitely do.
All right. You seem to, or what you see is that as the rest of their agents start to vibrate yours, the display, the heads-up display that normally comes in through your agent, it starts to flicker and fizzle, kind of what you're seeing on my camera effect. You see what looks to be static ant farm running across the small Chiron heads-up display. As all of yours start to simply just vibrate in your pockets. Or wherever you store them.
Been
I don't
infected.
Yeah, Jack can answer it.
No ignores it.
Yeah, those of you who pull out your phones, there doesn't seem to be any incoming calls. It seems as if your actual display, the what's normally a black display, seems to be covered in what looks to be static, analog style static.
Nope. And Remy throws his agent to the ground and smashes it.
Hey,
Looks like I'm gonna have to have Doc check me out.
See, I was done with agents, and I went back in, and nope.
Mojo's gonna power his on or screen on to see if there's any reaction.
you try powering it up, and powering it up, you try turning on the display. The display was on. You get the ant farm. Or ant race, that was the term. Ant race. It's the ant race.
Do I have Doc's number?
You do.
I try and call her.
Your internal agent is feeding you static.
Shit.
Look, let's go. Wheels on the ground, thing in the air, ASAP. We're gone. This place is
Bus start.
cursed.
Yeah, Remy's alright, let's go.
Does my bus start?
Your bus does start, yeah.
There doesn't happen to seem to be a glowing radiation cloud over in the general direction of, I don't know, say due east. Does there?
No.
Okay, let's go then.
Alright, so,
Yeah, let's go back to camp.
alright, so you guys are going to be heading back to camp. You guys pile into the actual APC, and inside of your head, you can start hearing this coming through your internal agent, Calamity. Your phones are making a similar noise.
You're gonna make me turn your phone, Dave.
Wunderbar.
And it seems to be going on. The only one that is not exuding this noise was the one that Remy threw on the ground and smashed, even though he had just recorded his personal journal on there, and then immediately smashed the thing.
I don't think I heard the noise.
I didn't hear a noise.
You didn't hear it come through? Oh my goodness. Why did that not come through? Hold on one second.
Was it just the static noise?
No. Hold
Okay,
on.
yeah, no.
I hear a low static hum.
No. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Maybe I can run it through Sirenscape. Oh wait, yeah, I'm a freaking idiot. I played it through a clip, and that would only show up on Twitch. That wouldn't show up on your guys' stuff. I'm stupid. So let's actually stop this because you guys are outside now. Let's see. There is not one on Sirenscape. So for those of you that were that are listening or viewing, you all heard that sound. I'm going to I will post a link to the sound clip for all of you into our Discord chat because it is not on Sirenscape, and I can't find a way to put it through. Oh wait, yes I can. Hold on. I have a cell phone that has a speaker on it. Ha 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 ha. Okay, give me 1 second.
While you do that,
Yeah.
Can I dig in what used to be my agent to see if the memory chip is still intact?
The memory chip, so like the miniature hard drive in it.
No, agents store on a memory chip.
Okay. So
The
this
same
is
kind
the.
The same kind you can slot in your head if you have a chip slot.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. Oh, there we go. You guys hear that?
Nope.
I missed it.
Oh my lord. Okay. Well, my sound filter is filtering out the sound. Holy crap.
Walker says that it sounds like the AOL dial-up.
Oh, okay.
Filters. Let me turn off my noise suppression. There we go. All right. One more time. Can you hear this?
Not really.
Barely
I heard a little bit when you were talking because it was your voice, but nothing else.
No? No? Okay, wow, okay.
Modem noise.
Yes, it is a modem noise. Oh my god, there is no solution for me right now. Screw it. Yeah, so what you hear is the sound of an old school dial-up modem coming from each of your agents.
Okay, can I power it down?
Can you what?
Can I power the agent off?
You can hold down the power button. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's see if I can power cycle this to shut it down.
You hold down on the power button, and it does not seem to change. It continues putting out this sound. I've sent you the clip on Discord. It gets filtered out. Yeah, even you playing it. There we go. It filters out most of the sound.
It's playing for a Raven. Okay.
Yeah. So I've posted that up on the Discord. My noise suppression, even with my noise suppression turned off, it still filtered out the noise, which is ridiculous. So I guess it's a good thing. Good noise suppression system. Can't complain.
So I'd be
Yeah.
clutching my ears and like, ah.
Yeah, you hear that inside of your head because you have an internal agent. Everybody else hears it coming through their speakers. Domino, you had ignored the vibrating on your agent, but the noise still comes out of yours. And T-Bar, the noise comes out of yours as well.
I throw mine out the window.
Just roll fast. I don't think it matters.
Welcome.
Let's just roll.
Okay. So Domino said he just throws his out of the fucking window. So Domino, you toss it out the window. Remy, you've checked. You're able to find the pieces of the cell phone. And you can go ahead and roll me a basic tech check. Let's see if you grab the right one or if you just pile it all up in your hands.
And I'll start driving once Remy gets back in my AV.
Where's Doc located at?
Aliens, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Doc, the last time that you interacted with Doc was in Vegas. You have
Vegas.
not interacted with her since. So you were not sure. 31. Yeah, you're able to find exactly the right piece, the tiny little memory stick, and you're able to pull that out amongst the rest of the broken debris.
All right, and as I go to hop back in the vehicle, see Domino's thrown out of the window and go over and make sure that's smashed too.
Well, he threw it out as he was driving. So once you
Oh.
get on, he tosses it out the window while driving.
Yep.
All right, and I hop back in.
All right.
Remy, I need you to check me out when we get like either now or when we get back to camp. This is driving me batty.
Yeah, we might need a med tech to help with that.
Well, you do have Kali back at the camp.
Between you and Kali, then you need to figure this out.
If she's not dead too by the time we get back.
Dead? Why would you think dead?
Everybody else is.
Why do you think I looked to see if there was an atomic glow on the horizon?
There was no atomic glow on the horizon.
It doesn't mean they don't have infiltrators.
My goodness, the enthusiasm oozing from you is
Palpable.
it's unbearable. Oh my goodness.
There we go. I found the perfect sound for your truck. For the bus. I'm gonna add that to my sound set. Alright, it is a wee bit loud, so I'm gonna pause that. When you guys you all head out, you hit the road. Chuggy, or sorry, not Chuggy, T-Bar, what are you doing? Because you're flying. We're just gonna head
Fine.
back to the AV and head out.
Yep, I get back up there and fly back, and I start playing cards with Father Skellington.
Okay. Have you, Jack? Did you decide to get back in the AV with him, or did you go into the bus?
I'll get in the AV with him, and as I'm going in, I'm holding the agent like this, and I'll leave it up to T-Bar. You want me to chuck this thing or not?
I don't know. I still got mine. I'm not blowing another $100 on a new agent.
Are you asking this while he's flying or no?
No, but I would ask him this before we take off.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll just get in and we're off, I guess.
Okay. What are you gonna do with your agent?
Jack will take the back off, see if he can disconnect the battery.
Take the back
You
off
guys
and
are really scared.
disconnect the
agent?
battery?
And like a mobile phone, right?
What do you think this is? A Samsung? Can't do that with them fancy Apple products or the Wopo products. Those don't have removable batteries. Unless you bought a Samsung.
What about the memory chip? Should be able to remove that, right?
Yeah, that can pop out. Little micro
Yeah, so-
micro CD, not SD.
Yeah, Jack will pop the memory chip out and just throw the agent into the dust.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you toss it out. Calamity, this noise it continues even as you guys start driving. But T-Bar, as you are taking off and getting a little bit of distance from the bus, the dial-up noise and the static coming from it seems to just stop. And so your agent is no longer making any noises.
Much better.
No. Just T-Bars. The rest of yours are still going
Oh.
off. Mojo, what did you do with
lovely.
yours? Sorry.
Put it back in my pocket.
Oh yeah, so Mojo's is still going off inside of his pocket. Calamity, your internal one's still going off, and Domino tossed his out the window. Remy smashed it, so theirs are gone. But Calamity and Mojo, both of yours are still going off as you are driving. T-Bars seems to stop making that noise as you guys get distance
Can
from
I
the bus.
test to see if it works now? I'll try to call Shebar on it.
Yeah, you dial up Shebar and she's, yes, what's going on? I haven't heard from you in like 5 hours. Tried calling you like a dozen times. We've been having issues here.
What kind of issues?
There's some assholes who keep trying to knock on the door downstairs. They're trying to ask me questions, and I keep telling them to fuck off. This is private property. So the Maelstrom just opened fire, and they fucked off. But they came back. So we shot again, and they fucked back off. But I don't think they're just gonna stay away. I think one guy said his name was Marshall.
I don't know anyone named Marshall.
I don't know either, but they all had like those weird little name things that said Marshall. Maybe they're all named Marshall.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a stupid name. I don't even know why you'd call your daughter Marshall.
Feds.
So are you coming back or not?
Yeah, I'm on my way back. I guess everything sounds fine there.
Well, they went away. I mean, the backup that you guys brought in has been fantastic, and yeah, nobody's gotten inside. Luckily, Remy built those, like, decent quality door locks, so when they tried smashing the door, it didn't get in. And so the Maelstrom just started shooting, and they've left us alone since the 5th attempt.
Did they have like some papers or anything?
I don't know, I didn't answer the door. It's just like the Mormons, why would you answer the door?
Oh man, I didn't even think it could be Mormons. That's way worse than I considered.
Well, I don't know any Mormons named Marshall, so it might not be Mormons, but they're just as annoying. They kept knocking. And they won't go the fuck away. My apologies to any of our audience members who are Mormon. This is just playing for a joke. I do not mean to offend any faiths.
Well, I'm gonna talk to the others, and we'll be back there no matter what to figure something out. But
All right. I'll see you. Just hurry up. And she hangs up on you.
Domino, can you drop me off at a hospital? On the way back.
Whatever.
do they have
I need to get
regular?
checked out.
Do I know if they have regular radio comms in his APC?
They do. You both have.
A regular radio.
Yeah. So do you turn on your radio comms and try to hail him?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you turn on your radio comms and you go on. Of course, there's the static. You try getting in contact with Domino. Domino, are your radio comms on?
Was that signal coming through him earlier?
Well, that's why I'm asking. Are your radio comms on? Normally, you don't just leave them on. Because it'd be
My
battery
mind state
drain.
I would not have turned. My mind state that I'm in, I would not have turned them on.
Okay. So yeah, you try hailing Domino. There's no response.
Oh, you still
Do I know if Mojo had an earpiece? I can't recall if I've ever seen him use a radio.
Yeah, Mojo has a comm system. It's because of the bike, but it comes with a set, so he would wear his when he's not even on his bike.
So I will try Mojo individually.
What you got?
I got bad news. Shebar says a bunch of Mormons just attacked our base.
Some Mormons?
Yeah, she said a bunch of Mormons came and got in a fight with Maelstrom. Something about some Mormons named Marshall. I don't even know what it means.
The Marshal?
State marshals have been knocking on our front door.
So they're cop Mormons?
They're not Mormons.
They're
They're
just, they're just fuzz. Look, when we get there, let me and Mojo do the talking, and hopefully we can get them to bugger off.
Yep. Yep.
I'm just sure.
As our vehicle gets farther away from the site, does my agent stop buzzing? Does Calamity's head settle down?
No. Those continue.
So I need to go to a clinic or a hospital.
Santa, Austin's on the way. We can drop Calamity. We can drop them off in Austin. On the way.
Yeah. You have no major problem achieving that. You're able to get across, and yeah, where you had met up with the very young little Jimmy, or was it Timmy? I'm not sure right now. My brain is pooped a little bit. You're back towards the major city, and from there you're able to go to a hospital if you want to. drop Calamity
Yep.
off. So Domino, would you oblige?
I'll pull up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
pull up. I'll open the door.
All right. So yeah, you pull up in front of an emergency room, and Calamity, there's a hospital there that you can go into. Yeah. As you open up the door, you see a line of kids run up to the side of the bus and like, oh, finally, we thought we were late.
I pull out my gun. I point it at them, and I say, "I'm not your fucking bus."
A couple
I
of the
look at the
kids
kids
just,
and say, "Wrong bus, kid, children."
yeah, the kids just look up
He's
and
off.
they're like, oh,
He's off duty.
oh, okay. Sorry, Mr. Bus Driver. And the kids back
There'll be another
up.
one coming along soon.
And all right, so yeah, the kids back away from the entrance of the bus. I mean, you pull a gun on them. Only a few of them would have sawed off, so it's not like they much of a competition.
Don't mind the mean man. He's had a bad day.
Us too. Today sucks. And you hear one of the kids, "The bus is so late," and another kid was like, "My phone isn't even working."
Trust me, his day's been much worse.
Too many kids asking too many questions. Go home to your mom.
Are you're on the APC, and you're saying that to the kids?
Yeah.
But we're waiting
So
on
you
the
left your
school
bike?
bus. It's a Tuesday. You can't just go home. We'll get in trouble.
Go home. School's canceled. Go home.
Hey,
How many
Mojo?
kids are there?
There's about 20 to 30 of them that are standing there, and they all look pretty irritated, pretty like almost like hopped up, like they haven't gotten some kind of like an addiction met. Kind of like Mojo when he wasn't getting his delicious bloaties. They seem as if they're all irritable and frustrated.
Hey, Mojo? Why'd you leave your bike?
I'll have one of my deputies.
One of the peons.
Whatever.
So clutching my ear, talking to the kids. "Children, follow me. Go inside." And I tell whoever's at the desk to call however many combat cabs that will take these kids home and send them home.
Are you waiting there in front of the hospital for Calamity?
He can go. I can catch a cab back.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna be a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna be a minute. I need to get checked out, and I wanted to do something before I go back to camp and we go kick Metacore's teeth in.
Okay. I close the door and drive off.
All right. When you get inside, you tell the lady, call some combat cabs, and the lady's like, "Our phone lines just went dead. There's something weird going on," and the sound in your head goes away. The dial-up noise and the static goes away after about 30 or 40 seconds.
How long?
You'd walked in. You walked into the front of this hospital. Domino started driving away. After about like 30, 40 seconds, the noise goes away inside of your ear. Your internal agent.
No, I'm talking to whoever's at the desk, like with their phones.
Just a minute ago, everything went weird, and it goes. And we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay, so I check. I test out my internal agent, and I call Mojo.
Mojo, your phone is still giving you that noise. You do not receive a phone call as a lot of you are driving away. But you try
T-bar?
dialing and it just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing. T-bar, you're able to pick up.
Hey, T-Bar.
Yeah.
So my problem is fixed now, but I'm still. I'm gonna be a minute, or I'm gonna be a little while. I'm trying to reach Mojo, and I'm not able to raise him. There's something wrong with the phone lines over here at the hospital. So, whatever we came into contact with probably piggybacked off of our agents and off of myself, and is probably hopping around on whatever they can upload themselves to.
Yeah, but it's probably in my AV's artificial intelligence thing, and I don't know. It's not hurting nobody. Don't seem to do anything.
Mojo, what's...
Okay. Well, you know I'm gonna be here for a little bit.
You're not coming. I got a hold of Mojo, but the base is under attack. There's a bunch of.
You got a whole slew of a whole slew of security over there, so you'll be fine.
All right. I just thought that was your thing.
I'll come back when as soon as I take care of something.
Yeah.
Mojo, what were you saying? I keep seeing your thing flashing.
No, I was just talking out of my breath. I'm not muted. It's
Okay.
just the speaker picking up, microphone picking up the speakers.
Okay.
I was just saying, please let Mojo know. Please let Mojo know. But currently, Mojo still doesn't know that his phone is infectious, and he's about to infect T-Mart Incorporated.
So
Maybe
at the
he'll
oh,
maybe
go ahead.
he'll get with the marshal first, and T-Mart will be safe, and the marshals will get infected.
Ha!
So as you're standing there at the counter, you're in the middle of the phone call with T-Bar. The lady at the front counter is like, "Oh, there we go. Phones are back on. And she's like, "Combat cabs. Oh, all right." And she starts
Yes.
dialing in on the phone. But the phone lines seem to have come back for them
Okay.
as you were making your phone call.
So I call them combat cabs.
Yeah, so well, they start calling up combat cabs, and after a few minutes, you start seeing kids walking out, taking these combat cabs and leaving. T-Bar, what you're noticing as because you're above, you're flying above. Are you keeping pace with the APC, or are you just going straight to camp? What are you doing?
I'm keeping pace with it, but I'm flying with my interface plug, so I guess I can kind of communicate with AV.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I could try to see if there's I have the artificial intelligence in there that assists with flying and shooting, and I imagine I communicated with it in some way. Could I try to see if there's something else in there that will talk to me or
Run a diagnostic.
respond?
Yeah, there's you have a simple interface that you can communicate with because you're plugged in with it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Try to run a diagnostic or see if there's something in there that I could actually talk to.
You're able to run a diagnostic. You're able to talk kind of with it. It's a very limited intelligence AI. It's not high processing.
I didn't mean the one that I normally have, as if there's something additional to what is normally there.
There's nothing really that's like a conversational one, but it's able to interact with you. You can talk to it.
No, I don't mean the one that's installed. I tried to see if the thing jumped from my phone into my AV, if there's some way to actually talk to it.
Got it. Yeah, you run diagnostics, and it says diagnostics systems 100%.
I just shrug.
But you're flying above. I would like both you and Jack go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Since it's the end of the session, I'm just gonna dump my 6 luck in this.
Right, 19. Yeah, you guys didn't even really... We got a stack of fucking +2s on here that you guys didn't use.
So that's a 22, I guess.
Not many interactions today, God. Yeah, 22 and a 19. Both of you are able to see, especially since you're interfaced and you're passively driving with your brain at this point. Both of you are able to see that down on the ground level, because you're flying above. You're able to see as the school bus is coming down roads. The surrounding traffic seems to be impacted in some way, shape, or form. People slow down. Some people are swerving. It doesn't seem to be due to Domino's driving, but a lot of the stuff that's going on down at ground level seems to be erratic somehow. You're able to see that from the sky, from this bird's eye view. And Domino, you are driving. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I choose to fail.
Okay. Domino doesn't even notice that this is going on around him. So, yeah, as you guys are driving back, this seems to be impacting the traffic around. Let's see, what is, I lost 10. Yeah, Domino, what I need you to do right now is please roll me a driving check. And don't say you choose to fail, please. 41! What the hell? That's not even like professional level. That's like you are a god. All right, so a 41. You're having zero issues, zero problems as the lights don't seem to bother you. You're driving through the automated cab systems as some of them are crashing into other vehicles. You just kind of weave around them, no issues. You're not really noticing or caring about much anything. You're in the zone, a 41 zone. To the point where nothing that's happening around you, from the flickering streetlights to the billboards to the failing cabs that are crashing, none of them get in your way. You just switch lanes, blinkers, switch lanes.
Clarify, I'm in a depersonalized zone.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys up in the sky are able to see this happening around the vehicle as this is happening.
Does Mojo happen to notice?
You were
a shotgun. Am I seeing anything?
So when it comes to the vehicle itself, did you put the metal slats on the windows or no, Domino?
Yeah, no. It has. Wait, let me go review my here. The vehicle has the upgrades are safety harness level 3, metal window slats times 2.
Okay, so
housing
heavy
capacity.
metal.
Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to those of you that are inside the APC, this thing's very heavily armored. It's got a thick chassis, and unless you manually opened the window slats, you wouldn't really notice anything going around outside. So if you open up the slat itself, then you might be able to notice that there are issues happening outside. Otherwise, they're closed.
No reason to.
I look down then from the AV at the chaos.
Fuck, I think we're patient zero. Wait a minute. Who was you talking to down there, T-Bar?
I talked to Calamity and Mojo.
Fuck. And I threw mine probably for the best. How far away are we from the coast?
From the coast?
We're in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Gulf of Mexico, not that far, I guess, but...
Give me a second. I need to pull Google Maps. I have no fucking clue. I've only been in northern Texas. I've never been to southern Texas, so give me...
So if we're at Austin, and
I'm talking relative for an AV, because an AV obviously
Yeah.
way more
It's like
capable.
an hour and a half.
the map is not quite to scale.
No, it's not.
100 kilometers on the mark is 137 kilometers.
Really?
Austin,
I thought I got that pretty well down.
It says about 515 miles.
From Austin to the Gulf?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. So the map scale is off because I resized it for our Roll20. That's why.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not terribly off. So, you know, or subtract 20 per 100, and Austin to the coast is almost 300. So subtracting 60 from that.
The way that it's set up on our Roll20 is actually that each one of those brackets is roughly, it was supposed to be 100 kilometers, but it was designed to be 1 hour of travel.
So there's one
Okay.
1.5 hours travel for a vehicle,
For
Yeah,
a land vehicle. So
ground vehicle. So the APC would get there, or the AV would get there in
probably about an
45.
hour, 45 minutes, yeah.
We know where the HQ is, right? Medical.
Yeah.
Why don't we buzz them while we're a little bit viral?
What
Why
do you
I
mean,
see
like,
you?
drop
Might need to
your
pick up some-
agent on them?
Viral agent.
Yeah.
Bless you. Bless you.
You can see what's happening down there, right?
Yeah, but I feel I might be wrong, but I'm starting to think Metacord isn't any real people. That maybe it's those old net AIs doing all this. Do we just? I don't know. I mean, I'd be willing to try, even though I gotta imagine that flying there is. They're gonna probably shoot at me.
I trust you.
I'm willing to do it. Yeah, let's go on.
Currently, Mojo has the only still infected agent.
I think mine may be too.
Yeah, no, I think T-Bars is as well.
He has stopped buzzing though.
No, your agent has continued to buzz. The one who stopped buzzing was Calamities, and
Ours did right away as they took off.
yeah.
I think it has something to do with being in the air though and no landline connection.
Jack still has one.
No, excuse me, I threw mine out. I took the memory chip out and left mine behind.
Right.
And Domino threw his out.
Yeah. So Mojo's is the only one still
Still
making
buzzing.
noises.
Yep. And it has not stopped.
So I could catch up with them. I could radio Mojo and say, I think me and Jack are gonna make a little trip. Your agent still making noise?
Yep.
Can I have it?
Yeah. Having a pit stop.
Yeah, let's meet up and I'll take the agent and I'm gonna drop it off.
Mojo will take the memory card out since it's got the pictures on it. That turned out really well.
Okay.
The way I see it, this either does what I'm hoping it does, and we get what we want, or it doesn't do what I hope it does, but then we know what they are.
I shrug. Or they just shoot us down and we both die and
I'm dying already, mate.
yeah.
Already living on borrowed time.
All right, so yeah, the lot of you, Domino, do you pull over? Do you allow the meetup?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pull over and like I'll wait for them to hand their phone up, and I'm like, are we heading back to T-Mart then, or are we driving to Houston to be back up?
We're gonna buzz the medical HQ.
Well, hold
It's
on.
fine.
So hold on before you guys are able to interact. So that's why I was asking, did you pull over? As your APC descends, T-Bar, your phone starts going off as you guys are getting down closer to the APC. T-Bar's phone starts putting out the noise as
I'm
well.
like, well, I guess it's still doing it. Might as well grab his now that we stopped, though, and throw two of them at him.
Mojo would not think of this.
Nope.
Mojo does not. Mojo is not tech savvy. Mojo would not be able to think of this.
Nope.
Hmm.
So yeah, go ahead. What were you saying, Jack?
Right, so we don't know. Remy's old net coasts. Whether they're one and the same. But this is how we find out. We dump these agents over on their old rig. If they go the same way that traffic went, then I mean, we get what we want. And we're looking at two different threats. If nothing happens, then they're one and the same. And we get a better idea of who Medical exactly are.
Now, did T-Bar mention that his agent started doing it again?
Yeah. As soon as it starts making noise when I'm down there with you, I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't need Mojo's. Mine's making noise now.
Hold on real quick. Can you take the AV back up with both of them? Tell me what happens.
Am I staying here?
Yeah,
I'm staying here with you, Domino.
Okay.
We're all staying here. Just take the AV back up.
So I will
Tell us what happens.
take the AV up high enough to, I guess, where I normally fly it. See if they go off.
Remy and Mojo, the two of you are stopped at this point. Go ahead and roll perception checks. Mojo, you immediately notice that your surroundings, there are people swerving like fucking crazy. There's a line of almost traffic-based destruction behind where you guys are at, with multiple car accidents, billboards buzzing. It seems to have not bothered Domino, but Domino just kind of got through it. As you're looking behind and looking at all of that, T-Bar, you're getting high enough, and after a few seconds, both of the phones stop buzzing.
So I guess I will, through Mojo, communicate like, yeah, they're off. Should I cut back down, or? I guess asking Mojo to communicate that to Remy.
Yeah, because Mojo, you have the communicator thingy.
Yeah. Both phones cut out when he got up there.
I see. So, yeah, why don't you have them come back down?
Come on down.
I will come down.
Yeah, as soon as they get back down. Y'all, I have not been completely honest with you. So when I was in the net, something mayhaps have uploaded to me or maybe my cyber deck. And that might be what's causing all this gobbledygook.
May
So-
upload it to you.
Instead of dropping off their agents, which won't do shit, give them your cyber deck. I'll help you get another one.
I mean, we could just use the neutron bomb on him.
Yeah, but we don't have the neutron bomb. We would have to go acquire that, and but we have your deck now.
Yeah, but if what's on me is anything related to Metacore, I'm not sure it would have much of an effect on it.
Sure, but then
I
we
mean,
know that
it's
whatever
it's
got
their
inside you
virus.
is related to medical, no? I would at least confirm it.
Hold on, let me try something. And I take off my cyber deck and smash it on the ground.
Your $1,000 piece of hardware you just smash on the ground.
Yep. I'm
Oh.
rich, baby.
Yeah, we got a bunch of money, to be fair.
All right. This is where we're going to end our episode for today, as Remy rips off his cyber deck, smashes it onto the ground. We will pick back up there next week. We are actually about half an hour over. Y'all were getting into it, and yeah, so I didn't want to stop. Apologies to everybody in the audience who's like, wait, why are they still going? We're gonna finish off now. The very last piece that I want to ask is, Calamity, what are you doing at the hospital? What is it that you wanted to do?
So, I tell the person at the desk that I'm looking to get some work done. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it for this for an operation that I got coming up, and I need a cyber dock or whatever to install an implanted linear B frame.
All right. Well, that's something that we can jump into next week. I was just curious if it was if that's what it was. So yeah, you're at the hospital dealing with that, and as we're ending off our session, we have Remy smashing his cyber deck down onto the ground, and you getting set up for operation to get a linear frame implanted. So folks, this is where we are done. We're gonna do our outros, and then we're gonna head on off. Borg, yes, Donna, Raven is trying to become a Borg, pretty much. Borg. So we're gonna do our outros. Violet Neon, go ahead and start us off.
Hey everybody, I am Violet Neon, and you can find me either. For now, you can find me here every Saturday. Yeah,
Next week.
yeah. Next week you will be able to find me on Friday here. Sorry, that's new, and I'm still learning that.
No worries. Yeah. So next week you'll be here Friday and Saturday. Vampire, go for it.
I'm Vampire Bites. You can find me here every Saturday playing Mojo, the lawman Nomad. Every other Saturday over on 2D20 Fallout Pack NW, playing Fallout 2D20 in the Pacific Northwest. That's every other Saturday, not every Sunday like it says in the thing. And you can hit me up on Discord if you're interested in playing or running a Mage the Ascension campaign or an Icons Assembled Superheroes campaign. Playing or running, hit me up on Discord. I'm interested in getting some more other games running.
Alright. Thank you. John, go for it.
Hey everyone, John here still. I played Remy Johnson, your tech net runner, and just for fun, now media tonight. You can find me over on the Discord as Johnny Drop. You can find me here Fridays for Followed Asia and Saturdays for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. Other Sandman3096 in the chat. And if you'd like, you can check out my SoundCloud at Arkson.
Awesome. Thank you. Raven, go for it.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. Had the pleasure of playing Calamity for you tonight. You can find me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. Be on the lookout for the Hide Risers. They're coming.
Alright, thank you. Chuggy, go for it.
Hey, I'm Chuggy. I play T-Bar, and when I'm not playing here, you can catch me on my channel, which is Chuggy305 on Twitch.
Awesome. Thank you. And last but not least, Captain Mark.
Yeah, Mark, I played Devilish Jack Combs, the Rocker Boy. You can find me here for our, is it two more sessions now?
Yep.
Final 2 sessions of Nomad, so come check out the finale. And starting, where was it? The 8th, Saturday the 8th. Would be, what's the game that Rob's running there? Cap? You're not sure?
Saturday the 8th? It would be Saturday the 7th, May 7th.
No, I'm looking at the calendar wrong, that's why.
Yeah.
Yes. The 7th. Yeah. And also, correct. And I will be running, I think, the week after that over on Heroes in Theory. We're going to record it in the week and then stream it live on the weekend. Delta Green Impossible Landscapes. Already done character creation with a couple of the people, so it should be good. And Sundays again for Heroes in Theory for ongoing D&D. We've got a Wild West one-shot tomorrow. We're taking the week after off, and then the week after that, our regular campaign resumes.
Awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, I've been GM Capricious Nature, the evil GM for this session. I'm very happy to have all of you coming on in and watching. You can find all of our links listed out in the Twitch chat. You can find the music that came from us. We had a mixture of our channel sponsor, Sirenscape, and then we also had, during our intro and break, we had some music from Outworld Sounds and Base Ape Records. You can find all the supplements that we use over on CybernationUncensored.com, including the Vehicles of Red and the Time of Red. And you can find both myself and several of my players, a mixture of Friday nights for Fallout 2D20, Saturday nights for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad, and then Saturday, even further in the nights, we're going to be playing every other Saturday for our Fallout 2D20 Pacific Northwest, or very early Sunday mornings. So yeah, folks, hope all of you have a wonderful day. You can catch us out on all those other streams. We will see all of you on here next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.